Don't get me started.
Don't get me started. Oh, shut your mouth. Just buying something at the moment. Are we?
Bear with us. Yeah. We're already 12 minutes late, but it wasn't enough time for him to buy the thing he wanted to buy, obviously. What are you buying? Care to share?
Just clothes. Clothes.
It's a funny way to say
Jeremy.
giant dildo, but okay.
If I was buying a giant
Clothes.
dildo, I would... it's not that big, Jeremy.
Clothes. Jesus, that one's going to hurt.
Fucking hell. Welcome in, everybody. Yeah. We had some technical issues. Don't know if they fixed.
Yeah, I can't even explain what it was, to be honest. Just I pressed start streaming at 10 to 8, as you know,
as we do,
and sat there enjoying the TikToks and watching all of that kind of thing. And then it turns out we weren't actually streaming. Like, it wasn't there, and I was like, it's very quiet. Normally, you know, someone's coming and told us to fuck off by now, but nobody had done that. And so at 1 minute 2, Aletha came in and said, you know, you're not live, right? I'm like, I was wondering. And then it all went to shit. It wouldn't actually stream. And it wasn't streaming as recent as 3 minutes ago. And then it started working, and now it's working. And yeah.
It did fuck itself. Has it fucked itself again? That's the question. So if it is bullshit, just let us know.
Yeah, so the number that we are looking at as a monitoring thing, see down there where it says dropped frames.
Yeah.
If that changes from 1,868, we've got problems. It dropped those in the beginning.
Yeah.
And then it hasn't dropped any for a while, and our signal
never really
green,
used to have any problems with it. But
Yeah. No, I think it's a Twitch problem, honestly.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
What episode are we on?
Checks notes.
Welcome in to Don't Get Me Started, number 146. Hooray! Welcome in, everybody. I see that Will's here. Dr. Fruitbat's here. Reese is here.
Hey, Reese. Good to see you on DGMS. Haven't
Look
seen
who
you
the
for a while.
cat dragged in. That's what people say, isn't it? Joe is here because it's Monday and not Tuesday. Harmstone's here. Aletha's here. Yes. Welcome in, everybody.
I'll just double check there's no one else that we're ignoring. No, we're not ignoring anyone.
Can I just finish buying these things? Because I don't think I've completed it. Right,
You
okay.
haven't completed the purchase. Yeah.
Oh my god.
He's fucked it all up.
I have.
Much like the stream in general, he's fucked it all up.
You know, I wonder if I could just go and get these things.
You know, shops are a thing.
Yeah.
So, Are you thinking literally going to get them, like pick them off the rack, or are you thinking click and collect type thing?
I'm thinking I'd have to go to this place, but it's going to be harder than I thought it was. Right.
Dildos are us.
Yes.
And you can just take that off the rack.
You can.
And then you can
put it
between
it.
your rack if you've got one.
If you really want to. Welcome in, Tamsin.
Hello, Tamsin. My fellow smart home ifier.
Ah, yeah.
She's been going nuts with Alexa stuff this week.
Watching Alex shop. Peak Monday night entertainment. This is what it's come to.
This is why you're here.
Buying things.
Frankly, yeah. And being cryptic about what he's buying and refusing to admit that it's a dildo.
It's not a dildo.
See, he refused to admit it.
It is a dildo.
Well, that's the end of that segment. Thank you. Good night.
No, it's not a dildo. I think that would be a frivolous and extravagant purchase, frankly.
Well, they are, yeah.
You know, it's not something that everyone...
Nobody needs a dildo, but some people want them.
Yeah.
But you can say that about almost anything.
Yeah. I don't think it's something a man has. I'm not saying they can't or they shouldn't, but I get the impression that it's not something that... If I polled every man I know, I would say 0 of them have any sex toys. Unless I include...
I don't agree with that assessment. I don't think that's true.
Unless you're Darren, maybe. It wasn't a dildo, it was 2 dildos.
I see, this is why. He's just being pedantic rather than being obtuse. Yeah.
Petty has some.
There you go.
Does he? I can't believe it. Mind you, I can believe it. What am I saying? What am I saying?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's any distinction anymore. I think male, female, whatever.
Oh, I totally agree.
Is just as likely to have sex toys. To be honest,
I
Alex is the anomaly. Yeah, everyone's got sex toys, but you, mate, I think is the.
Then I should complete my purchase.
You should complete your purchase. Yeah, join the rest of us.
Join the dark side.
What I know of us.
The color of it is irrelevant. But yes. Fine.
That's what you'd be saying once you got the dildo.
Yeah, right.
In that tone as well. Yes.
God damn it.
Yes.
Yeah. He's got everything. He has. But the thing about Captain Brilliant, such as it is that he will put these things in the wrong place.
Well, yeah, he's only got everything for a short time because he buys it, puts it somewhere in storage, and then realizes that it was a waste of space, throws it away, and then buys another one a month later and is like, oh, I don't have one of these things.
He doesn't know where anything is, unless it's broken glass, which is stored conveniently next to his bed.
For him to shatter his hand on.
Yes, and if you don't know that story, that was the day before renewal, not this year, but the year before, when the night before, 'twas the night before renewal, and all through Captain Brilliant's house...
glasses of water laying.
Smashed by his bedside, and he's like, there's a big jaggedy glass next to his bedside. And
it was already broken before
Before bed. Yeah.
Oh.
He broke it that night.
Right. This is a different rendition than I'm remembering.
He broke the glass, and he had a bit of broken glass next to his bed, and he was like,
seems fine.
He went, fucking hell, that's broken, but the kitchen is all the way downstairs, so I'm not going to take it down there now. I'll leave it within arm's reach, and then in the morning, tootly toot toot goes the sound of the bin van. It doesn't make that noise, but let's say it does. And he was like, oh my God, I'd better take my bin out. And he levered himself up fast in his tired, sleepy state, and did shatter the thing straight through his palm. And so, I don't know what I was going to say. It's a cautionary tale for everybody else who might not have thought about the idea of throwing their glass away immediately. Don't keep it by your bedside cabinet.
I'm not sure that's a problem that's going to inflict too many people, actually. Break glass, throw away glass. It seems... Yeah.
In case of emergency, break glass through hand. It's just incredible. Yes, so... He has loads and loads and loads of things, but they're never where you expect them. And I remember actually when we were doing Cocktails and Bullshit, we bought some kind of things to do.
Which is where you would break all of his glass, obviously.
Yeah, oh, brilliant. Nice. I knew this story and I'm still horrified. It is incredible. By the way, this was and the thing was the day before renewal when he had to go and be an archer and he was he had to drive there.
Don't need hands for that.
He had to drive there. And and obviously we're all driving because we've got so much stuff to take. That I'm driving all my stuff. Captain Brilliant's driving all his stuff. Duncan the Singer's driving with a share of the stuff, and Matt Moat is going to come up with a load of stuff. But now, in order to set it up, we need to share all the stuff between me and Duncan. And Captain Brilliant's like, it's okay, I've only got 4 things. And he was like, oh, okay then. And then he was
Those 4 things are a skyscraper.
It was just not true. He just brought out the 4 things. He went, oh, and this tent. Oh, and this sleeping bag. Oh, and this other thing. And he never packs things efficiently. So he's like, oh, and this other thing. And these 2 carrier bags. And this hat. And he's just kept bringing things out. And Duncan's like, I thought it was 4 things. Oh, my God.
Yeah. No, when I heard the story before, it was he just put his hand through
he had pre-broken it
on the... Jesus.
The night before.
Worse. Wow.
Mm. But yes, if he may well have a dildo, but it won't be in his bedside cabinet for easy reach.
Probably under the sink.
Under the sink, yeah. Out in the back garden.
Yeah.
In his locker at work. Somewhere that he can't easily reach it. Sex toys should be within easy reach. At a moment's notice, you should be ready to put it wherever you want to put it.
Well, it depends, really. You don't want them lying around the living room, do you?
No.
You should... within reason, they should be within reach.
I think bedside drawer would seem reasonable. If I wanted one now, I would switch the stream off, which it might.
And it's here tonight!
Yeah. I think easy reach would be a good thing. Otherwise, what's the point of having a handy...
Well, if you've got a dildo, what's the point in not having it around for use?
Nearby,
it's for using.
It's for using.
So if you're not using it, then...
on a string around your neck.
Use it, I guess.
Use it or lose it. Don't lose it. If you lose it, it's probably gone somewhere really bad.
Yeah, don't shatter your hand on it either.
No. If you can shatter your hand on a dildo,
Oh, they're a glass
Maybe
dildos.
a glass dildo.
I don't know if they go jagged when you break them. You'd hope not,
Can I
given
just
where
say,
they go.
If I was gonna have a dildo, it wouldn't be glass. I just can't imagine a glass dildo.
No,
Well, I can, but I mean, I can't imagine using one.
no.
Just get a normal
Wouldn't
rubber
it just
one.
be fucking cold all the time? Like, how do you warm up a glass dildo? Isn't glass always cold?
Put it in a pan of boiling water.
That's another set of issues that will cause that. Jesus. Glass dildos. Yeah, why are they a thing?
Join in any time, everybody.
Can somebody explain the science of why you would want a glass dildo? I suppose they're easier to clean.
I don't want one, but not glass. I not a dildo at all. But I mean, like, I'm not repressed. I could get one. There's no room in my drawers for it. It's full of books with no words in it and stuff, basically, for 20 quid.
Yeah.
So there's no room for. Even if I had one, I wouldn't know where to put it. Well, I wouldn't know where to put it.
But when you're not
In its
using
holding
it,
pattern.
you wouldn't know where to put it. Yeah.
The glass dildo sounds like some sort of erotic novel trying to be highbrow.
Willy Wonka and the Great Glass Dildo.
All this can be yours.
I want it now.
Don't care how. All this will be yours, Charlie. I've been waiting for a boy like you to come along. That is very,
Oh,
very
dear.
weird.
This is a different story all of a sudden.
God damn you.
Wasn't the last glass broken on stream at your house, Jez? Yeah, I suppose it might have been. The cocktail glass when we did the science cocktails at mine for Don't Get Me Cocktailed.
Oh.
Must have been 80. Episode 80?
Yes, I think you might be right.
Because we haven't done one since then.
Glass menagerie pun. I would be impressed at that sort of thing. A bit of Tennessee Williams. This is very highbrow for this sort of show, but anyway.
We're highbrow. What are you talking about?
Super highbrow.
Yeah. Mainly like people's eyebrow. One high eyebrow, the other one not so much. But
People's highbrow.
highbrow.
Which is kind of like a... What's kind of a contradiction in terms, isn't it, I suppose, really?
An oxymoron. People's highbrow.
People's highbrow.
It is.
And every man
It
and
is an oxymoron.
Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah.
Oh, can we stop now? That was so good.
Anyway, shall we
do something?
do
We haven't
something?
even really talked about
No,
any
I
of
know.
them.
I mean, I've kind of tentatively put things together, but like, you know, we haven't done that in ages.
Let's
and
just do it
we
all.
haven't done a show in ages because, you know, I decided not to bother last week. Shall we do that?
I barely wanted to bother this time.
Fair enough. Maybe let's just not then.
Let's do it.
I actually pressed end instead of fake end. And I've broken Alex. I'm like, doesn't that normally switch back by now? What the fuck? Right, so now I wonder if I open StreamerBot again now, whether it's just going to cancel us. I'll give it a minute. Give it a chance to.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's a technical difficulty that I created, which is nice. Hello, Ali. Have we changed to Mondays now? No.
Yes.
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 But also no.
But no.
Yeah.
We're trying to wrong foot you, Ali.
It's just for you.
At
really.
every turn.
Yeah. Basically, whatever day we think you can't do is the day that we do.
Jez, you look like CM Punk. I like it.
I can see why you'd say that, yeah, with my haircut. And his hair looks like this now. In fact, CM Punk looks like me, I think you'll find. You know, he's often said he's a big fan of mine, and now he's trying to emulate me as well.
Plus, when we're at the backstage with the production team here, Jez is often going up to them and punching them in the face and shit. I don't know if I'm getting my references right, but...
You are getting your references right, but did you know that CM Punk is back in WWE?
Ah! I love it!
As a Survivor Series. Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah,
Did he kind of like come in as a little surprise?
Right at the end. Yeah. They were in Chicago as well, so obviously the crowd were cheering for him all night. Because that's what they do. Right, I've reopened StreamerBot. If it has any kind of memory and then decides to resume the thing that it was doing, it'll stop us streaming and stuff in a minute, so we'll find out. But right. Shall I not dick around and press the right button this time?
Do it.
Okay. It's time for the segment we like to call This Is Happening.
In a world filled with haps and naps, Two men have risen above to bring you. This is happening.
Gotta go to the shop now. Sorry, man. If only you had some kind of portable device that allowed you to take us with you. I mean, who knows what that would be called? Maybe some kind of phone.
Yes. I'm going to sneeze.
Is there Is there a phone?
Like a mobile.
A mobile. That's
Something
a good
mobile.
word for it. A mobile phone.
I'm going to Tesco. Pick me up a pasty.
I don't understand the distinction. I'm shopping, right? You can
Can't
listen.
watch you. Can't watch you.
Not with that attitude, Ali.
Put your headphones in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you,
I just don't accept this shit excuse, to be honest with you, Ali. We came to a Monday night just for you and you're fucking off to Tesco. What kind of example does that set?
It's Christmas, Jeremy.
It is. Christmas. Holidays are coming.
'Tis the season. So
Alex will soon be coming on his dildo.
You better believe. Look, if I get a dildo and I don't come,
Then
what's the fucking point of
You
it?
can send it back. I'm sure they
Can
accept.
you? Yes, you must be able
returns.
to. This, maybe they'll say it's user error, but how difficult can it be?
User error, yeah.
You put it in,
Unwrap, insert,
jizz.
pull out, insert, pull out, insert. It's how
It's like the
difficult
hokey
can it be?
cokey, and we've been doing that for years.
Yeah.
Put the whole thing in, the whole thing out. Well, you get the idea. Yes. Right. I can't remember what I was going to say, but yes,
Yeah, I
wonderful
was
things.
wondering how you were going to segue out of that.
I was just reading
and
things.
I was letting you do it.
It's Christmas. Soon enough, the
Okay.
merry image of Father Christmas himself will smash into your screens on a weekly basis. Not next week, by the way, because I'm going to be in France.
Oh, yeah.
So I won't be here next week. Just telling you now. No show
Just
next
telling
week.
me now as well.
Yeah, I suddenly realised I probably hadn't told you that. I was going to tell you earlier, but then I forgot. Basically. But yeah, we're going on holiday on Thursday to
Oh,
Strasbourg.
I think you did tell me that you were going. I just was completely unconscious.
It's
of the
all
date.
coming up very close, but yes, going soon, basically.
That's
I'm back
fine.
soon.
I mean, once we kind of worked out that 150 wasn't going to happen before Christmas, I was kind of happy to let it push into January.
What did I say? It was 146 today.
Yeah.
Which we can't do. I'd be interested to see where we thought we might be. I wrote it down at the beginning of the year, so okay, fair enough.
Yeah. I mean, originally at the beginning of the year, we were expecting late November, and then when things happened, it didn't.
Yes.
And then, other than the last few weeks, it would have been like our last show of the year for 150.
Well, but yes, it's Christmas coming. It's Advent. Everyone's got their Christmas Advent calendars. Have you got one?
I don't. My daughter does.
Oh yeah, what's she got? What kind of?
She has a Paw Patrol Advent calendar.
And is it just lots of chocolate in it?
Yep.
Classic. God, I'm gonna keep sneezing. That's not good. If I start getting a cold just before I have to go on holiday, I'll be massively pissed off. If I could just get this cold right now and get rid of it by the time I have to go away.
I think you should get it tomorrow so that I don't get it. But it's
Bauble.
Probably too late already. Yeah. I was wondering if and being as we're planning the show on the show now, maybe we should do like a big kind of Christmassy thing to end the year. If we've only got,
or maybe we should, yeah.
if we've only got one more now, basically. I think before Christmas. If you're not here next week, there's probably one more left in us. So
Yeah, because next week would be 147, wouldn't it?
yeah,
And then
it's in the teens of December. Bear with, just going to get my calendar out. Yeah, so it's the 4th today. Back on a Tuesday, we'd been doing the 12th, which means the following Tuesday is the 19th. So yeah, that would be the last one before.
yeah, because the 19th, and then you were right onto Christmas,
yeah,
and then
because the following Tuesday is Boxing Day, and
so
be
the
far
19th
too-
is our only one
left.
in the year.
I would say so. Yeah.
And you want to do a Christmassy bonanza?
Do a Christmassy bonanza. Yeah, maybe do a little bit of a singy, or
Do you know? I was thinking of
something.
doing a singy thing.
yeah, we could do a bit of a singy.
Yeah,
See if anybody else wants to join in. Yeah.
yeah.
Why the fuck not? I'll wear my Feliz Navidad top and,
Feliz Navidad.
and maybe I'll sing Feliz Navidad if you're good boys and girls. And
Maybe the dogs will
genders
come
and
out of the
other
sea for
domination.
Christmas.
They won't.
God bless them, everyone.
I didn't put them there, so they probably won't.
No.
Christmas is 3 weeks today. Shit.
Have you done all your Christmas shopping?
Have I fucked?
No,
It's
me
December
neither.
the 4th, Alex. Alex.
No.
Don't be ridiculous.
I only have a few people to buy for, so I don't have to worry too much about it. But also, like, two of those people are my mum and my dad, and they don't really need anything, basically. They don't. I buy my mum and my dad things throughout the year. Like, I don't need to get them presents, basically. I don't. Every time my mum has to be like, oh, well, maybe I want some pinking shears or a trowel, and I'm just like, okay.
What do you want those for in December, though?
I mean, exactly.
Like,
right?
when's your mum's birthday?
July.
Yeah, that's a much better time of year to buy them. Although it might be too late by then, perhaps.
Yes.
When's the first month for pruning? Anyone know?
I guess.
Probably around June-ish.
Yeah.
Guess,
when do you get that pruning in? You know. But anyway, I guess, you know, I don't have anything to buy really, so yeah. My mum's asked for wooden spoons. Like, here's the thing, parents.
Functional wooden spoons or decorative wooden spoons?
I was just reading. I'll work out how to do Christmas shopping while DGMS is on. Also me playing Minecraft while DGMS is on.
Wow,
Nice.
that's 3 things you're doing. That's 2 whole things more than Ali's doing.
Yeah.
Can't even watch the show and do shopping. Oh, there he is again. You can't get her a Christmas present for her birthday, though. Not with that attitude, Ali.
DTS is always up for singing. Yeah, well, maybe we'll get DTS in. I was thinking, because I have periodically done on my channel a Christmas bonanza, but maybe we could just do a mega bonanza and just do it. We can actually sing the theme song to Bonanza, which is, you know.
I don't know it, but I can learn it.
I think it goes.
Oh, is that one?
That's, I think that's.
Go fuck yourself.
Diddle-it-do, diddle-it-do, diddle-it-do. I think that's Bonanza anyway. When we were kids, my dad once requested sellotape. Please put in the chat what your parents have asked for.
That is incredible.
Parents don't want anything. Please agree with me or don't. I don't give a
parents
fuck,
say they don't want anything.
I mean, I'll definitely get them something, but like, me and my dad went to see the book festival in Folkestone. We went to see the biographer of John le Carré, who did the expose on kind of all of the things that John le Carré had done. And John le Carré, who done Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy and various other spy novels. And it turns out that John le Carré had so many mistresses. Like, over his life, had just been, like, fucking around for decades. And I thought, when I took my dad to see the John le Carré's biographer's expose, that it'd be a bit like what it's like to be a spy, and then write about spies, all the stuff that's the secret spy stuff that this guy.
And it wasn't at all. It was
It
just
was like
how to have a cool name and be a massive womanizer.
Yeah, he was a massive womanizer. Fell in love really fast. Got really, really. You're the best thing ever. Let's fuck. And then they fuck, and he'd go totally cool, and then
he'd lose interest.
Yes, immediately.
I mean, that sounds like a tactic to me, but
so
you've got to appreciate the work.
So yeah. So the only point of this is that, like, that's a good gift for Christmas to give to my dad, but you have to give it to him when the time comes. It's not. I'm not saying that's his Christmas present. It isn't. But like, that's a good example of something that. But you just give him things when the time comes.
That's the thing. I would love to just give like events in that kind of way to my parents, but they don't like anything. That's a great line.
So I was reading "Carry On Shagging."
Carry
I
On.
wish I'd thought about that. I'm going to send the guy. His name is Adam Sisman. Is the guy who is the biographer? Yeah, his real name. Oh God, I can't remember. It's David. I'll say David Cornwell is his real name. John le Carré. It was his pseudonym, but I don't think he used the pseudonym. He might have done. It was reported by the guy that John le Carré used all these spy tricks and spy things when he was pursuing all these women. So he would arrange pseudonyms and arrange nicknames. And
hide in their closet.
Yeah. Bug them. It would like use dead letter drops and stuff like that, and like places to meet, and all this all the spycraft stuff he did with the relationship with his mistresses.
He sounds equal measures amazing and insufferable.
Yeah. And I think that's, I mean, honestly, it was really good. It was really good. We had a great time listening to the guy. It was a real, one of the things he did, he was
give him a pen, which was a trank. Nothing.
Dad's easy to buy for. He just asked for crime fiction, which I then get to read afterwards.
Yeah, my dad likes like war books, like like Tom Clancy type stuff, that kind of thing. But the problem is now I've bought him so many over so many different years. I don't know what I've bought him and what I haven't, so I can't buy him those anymore.
No Tom Clancy.
Yeah, or any of that. I can't think of any because I don't read those books, but there are lots of very famous authors in that field, and I've kind of gone through them all. Just going back in the chat, make sure I didn't miss too much. For the chatting things, there you go.
I'm just reading back. No, it turns out, by the way, that John le Carré, his long-suffering wife, who was obviously being cheated on by multiple women, and John le Carré, he was there, obviously,
cheating otherwise,
typed up all of his notes for the book. He would write. He would never type his own stuff. He would always get her to do it. So he basically wrote all this stuff down and said, like, type that shit up.
Man, this guy sounds more like a cunt the more Alex keeps talking.
If you don't like this shit, don't buy John le Carré. By the way, when I came out of it, at the beginning, I was like, do you know what? Crime stuff and thriller and spy thrillers could be something to get into. And by the end of it, I'm like, I'm not buying that guy's shit. No, I don't know what to make. But basically, he went away on holiday to Greece to hook up with this mistress of his. And he was in Greece, in this villa, and all this stuff. And everything that was happening, he wrote word for word, like I was in this villa, I was with my mistress, and blah, blah, blah. So he basically put the events of him cheating on his wife in his notes as a book, and then took it home and gave it to his wife to write up.
To type up. Jesus Christ.
Like, what the fuck, man?
That is big what the
Isn't
fuck.
that fucking crazy?
Yeah, that's awful shit.
So you didn't have to pay 10 quid to go and see Adam Sisman.
To be told not to read John le Carré ever again.
But if you want to read all this stuff, look up Adam Sisman's books. Support
that guy instead.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
Isn't that crazy?
It is crazy.
What a guy.
Yeah.
Not in a good way. I mean, what a guy isn't.
Yeah. Correction, your dad only needs expensive things like a circular saw or a new set of shelves for the garage. I need a circular saw, as it turns out, because I've gone down another DIY rabbit hole, and as it turns out, I've decided I need more electrical sockets in my house.
Nice.
And so, in order to properly trunk the wires and put them in the wall, so there's not just wires and shit everywhere, I need a circular saw to cut chunks out of my wall. So if anyone would like to buy me a circular saw, then please.
Somewhat amusingly, when I'm playing Minecraft, some of the professions require certain things, and one of them is a big circular saw. And in one of the villages I found that they've got two beds, one either side of the thing in the middle, which is a big circular saw, which means they probably wake up in the morning and go, "Ooh, ah!" The kind of thing we'd expect to adorn Captain Brilliant's house, obviously.
Yes, yeah, right in the middle of the house.
I'm not buying you a circular saw. I could buy you a circular saw.
Go for it.
Yeah. How expensive could it be?
I mean, someone bought you a circular saw as a joke, so it can't be very expensive.
I don't know what happened to that. Did I give it back to him? Did I give it to you?
You didn't give it to me, because otherwise I'd have a circular saw.
It was an angle grinder.
Oh, yeah. Is that not the same thing?
Listen, I don't know.
I think it's the same thing.
It sounds like the same thing. Listen, Duncan got it for me as a joke, useful, not joke. I didn't know what to say. And then I said I'd give it back to him because I didn't have anything to grind. And then I don't know where it is.
Oh.
It was A is for angle grinder. It was,
yes,
Keris, it was.
It. Yeah,
and that's where I wanted to get the aardvark. And then we found the aardvark. On the armadillo, yeah, that's it. And it made a little squeaky noise.
Yes, and Hannah's got it.
Oh, yeah, because I bought it. Yeah, I bought it for ostensibly for Keris, but now, yeah. And it has a little squeaky. Oh, I love that thing.
Hannah loves it. Like, still. Like,
that's really great.
She'll find it every now and again and press it. And she just pisses herself laughing.
I remember doing that and finding it and going, "Love me, Jez!" And I'm like, oh my god, now I want one. Shall we go through the thing?
This is problematic because Twitch was being a dick.
We don't have it.
Now we don't have it. Hang on. Let's see if
I might have to just go back up.
Let's see if I can get it on this. I can get it here. Hang on. Let's pop this out. Pop out activity feed.
Pop it out. Once you put it in, you need to pop it out. And that's the thing.
Once you pop, you can't stop. Right.
This dildo's sounding more and more promising.
We're not going to be able to see the chat anymore.
I don't give a fuck about this, guys.
I'll move it afterwards. There's plenty of haps, though, so that's nice. You can take that one.
MJ Harmstone.
That cunt, yeah.
MJ Hamilton. Hamilton on Wednesday, because it's in Manchester. Wow, that's excellent. Have you seen it before? I don't know if you have. I got a feeling that you have seen it before, but that's great. All the best people have seen it twice.
Yeah, you shouldn't ask them questions, because then they'll answer them and we can't
see
them.
Fuck yourself.
Yeah. Hap says Tamsin. Treacle tarts!
Wow, that does sound Hap. I want some.
I want some too.
Joe's got food. It's Advent chocolate.
Boom. There is something special about Advent calendar chocolate. It's like a a different kind of chocolate that isn't as shit as other chocolate.
I was thinking, my boss always gets me an advent calendar. And I was thinking this year, maybe, listen, I don't want that because every time I go into work, I have to eat chocolate and,
it
blah,
is
blah,
such
blah.
a chore.
I'm trying to, like, not go fucking crazy, but I got in there and I had 2, and I've got 1 here, so I've got, like, basically 3 advent calendars. So I'm like, and I only go into work 2 days a week, so I have to go in there and, like, scoff 5 and... Yeah.
So on the topic of gluttony, I would like you to hazard a guess at the number of mince pies I have consumed so far this season.
God, I don't know, but I took 6 round to you.
Yeah.
And I think 1 got eaten by Aletha, so I'm going to presume you ate the other 5 and then another packet to yourself. So I'm going to say you've eaten 11.
Yeah, you would be not close.
I didn't want to, like, take the piss too much.
Yeah, I mean, you need to take the piss as pertains to me eating mince pies because I take the piss.
Okay, have you eaten 30 mince pies?
That's probably about the right number, yeah. Hang on, let me see. So yes, you brought around that packet of 6.
Mm-hmm.
I ate 4 of those.
Okay, that seems more
One
fair.
for Aletha, and then 1 went to Karis, I think. Or
That
someone.
makes sense.
Yeah, and then I bought 3 boxes from Tesco. Those have all gone, and I probably gave 1 to Hannah and maybe 2 to Karis. So what's that?
3 boxes is 18, minus 2 is 16, 16 plus 4 is 20.
Okay, yeah. And now I've just finished another box yesterday, which I ate all to myself.
26.
Yeah, so there you go.
26!
I'm 26 mince pies in this season, and that started on Thanksgiving Day when Alex gifted me some mince pies there.
Yes, that were gifted to me. There was a re-gift. Every year, my work gives me a kind of like a load
this winter, Alex gets another packet of mince pies.
A banquet.
Will he eat them himself this year?
No. He'll give them to Jez. Every year, I get that and some chutney, some crisps, a bottle of fizzy stuff. Not alcohol, just like pop.
Schlur.
Yeah, basically. And it's all kind of like locally sourced thing. And I got these biscuits. They got these cookies, and I can't remember. Oh God, I looked up the website. I couldn't find them on there, but they were so nice. I was just obsessed with these cookies, but they can only be bought locally from the local shop that I refuse to patronize, because I hate the guy. So now I can't buy the cookies anymore, and I don't want anyone to buy them for me because
that still gives them business.
Yeah, they are fine. It's just the shop. I can happily buy it from the source.
I see.
It's the shop
The
in town.
intermediary.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's that guy
The stockist, if you will.
who basically wouldn't put a Waiting for Godot poster up when we were put on Waiting for Godot.
Oh.
And I'm like, come on, man, it's like a local. He's like, no, oh, no, I don't want to put one up. And I'm like, and he had other stuff up. And I'm like, come on, man.
That's what I was going to ask. Was it just him being a cunt, or did he just not put any posters up?
He's just like,
would you have been okay with his like, no, we don't do that?
He was just,
at all?
it
would
would
have been okay with
yeah,
you?
that would have probably been okay. But he was just, his attitude about it was just like, no. And I'm like, oh my God.
Well, what shop was that so we can all boycott them?
County Fair in town. It's the one that's on its way to, the green shop on the way to Kips on the left. There's like a shop. You'll know because it's got loads of the cool stuff in it.
Oh, yeah. I've never been in there.
But basically,
no, I never will.
I'm like, you're a massive supporter of local things. Food, obviously. And I'm a local guy with a local thing, drama group, and we're trying to put on something, and will you support us? And he's like, no. And I'm like, right! Then I'm never going to shop here. And I smash stuff as I walk out.
And obviously I knew all of that, and that's why I've never shopped there either.
Thank you for supporting me.
Yeah. How long has it been? Easily 8 years, right?
Yeah, I think I did that. I think I want to say I put that on in 2011. Yeah, so I probably haven't been going there for...
It can't have been 2011, because I watched it, and I met you in 2012.
Oh, why do I think it was 2011?
Probably 14.
2014, let's go with 2014.
Yeah, I would guess.
So it's going to be a decade next year. A decade of never going in that fucking shop.
That's a good boycott. I like a good boycott.
Oh, I love a good boycott.
And that's a really fucking good boycott. And I like that I've inadvertently boycotted them as well. That makes me feel really happy. Yeah.
I feel better about eating half a treacle tart now. What? Because of Jess's amazing...
Half a treacle tart?
It's like probably about that big. She's eaten about this much of it.
Oh, I see. Like an entire, like, pie size.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eat the other half, Tamsin.
I might have a mince pie. Have it. Have your
No,
stuff.
send it to me. I will eat it. Yeah. No, I do like that. It's now become a bit of a tradition that I get your mince pies from your work Christmas hamper.
I'm chowing down. I've just seen this. Sorry, I'm chowing down on cheese, biscuits, and chutney right now. Like, the content is so good. Such a great choice. I'd love all that. Obviously, correctly
Other than the
interpreted.
chowing down bit. Yeah.
Sounds like good nosh.
I'm glad you're here, Joe. Thanks for coming on
Good
this
work.
Monday evening. Much appreciated.
When I was in town for our light switch on, I don't know if we explained this to you, but E17 performed at our Folkestone light switch on, and someone reminded me that they bought me a star. You can buy people stars, and you can name them whatever you want.
Fuck off, you can't.
It's one of these whimsical bullshit that you can buy, right?
I'm a Lord of Scotland. You've got a fucking pothole on a mountain somewhere, you cunt.
And in a similar vein, I got
a star.
given a
Nobody's
star.
been up there to fucking put a flag in it or anything. Can you put a flag in a star? Like, it's bullshit. Fuck this.
Not with that attitude.
Hate this shit.
Oh, I loved it. I didn't know where this was going. But anyway, and you can name the star anything they want.
Well, of course you can, because it's not yours.
And they bought for me, I think this might have been actually something to do with...
They've sold your star to 17,000 other people.
I'm fine with it. I'm okay with it.
Well, because you didn't pay for it.
No, I didn't. It was a gift. I think it might have
Don't buy anyone a fucking star.
It might have been a gift for Waiting for Godot. And I had made it clear that I didn't like certain words about eating words. And so they bought me a star which they called Om Nom Nom, basically. And it was reminded me the other day when we went to see the light switch on. Oh, do you remember? I was thinking the other day, they said that we bought you a star called Om Nom Nom. And I was like...
The inhabitants of Om Nom Nom are obviously devastated that Alex fucking forgot them immediately and almost 10 years later has not paid a visit to his patrons of Om Nom Nom.
I just started off on a big kind of like, and another thing. I might have to pop the other half of the treacle tart round to Jez tomorrow if I have, as I suspect, ruined treacle tart for myself for a couple of years. Why? Because you've had so much of it now, you can't like.
I'll eat the treacle tart.
I want it.
I'm in Gluttony December, which is followed by Regret January, and but we're not there yet. That's future Jez's problem, and I will eat the things.
Yes, do eat them. I might have some alcohol.
It might be a bit warmer in January, so then I can go for a run. No, that's a bad idea. Yeah.
Let us return to
the haps and the naps. Right, nap, says Aletha.
Snapped the neck on my violin by gently tapping it over onto the carpet from leaning on the sofa. Yeah, it was like that, and then it went on. I wasn't here. All I heard was the shriek of dismay. That is pretty napped that it had a crack in it and it needs to be fixed, but she's got the concert tomorrow. So
she was trying to hold out until afterwards, I assume.
Well, she basically, there's no way of holding out. She had to, she basically went...
Oh, I see. The crack is the problem.
The crack, it's like...
It didn't have a crack, which was then exacerbated by her, like, Jeff Jarrett styling, hitting it over.
Yes,
like,
she knocked it over and it broke.
The singer's head or something.
So she had to go to... And later on it says, the Hobgoblin lady did me a solid on violin. So she had to go to Hobgoblin, which is a music shop, and get herself a temporary violin.
And is there some kind of special reason it's called Hobgoblin? Is there some kind of reference I'm missing? Or is
no,
that
I don't
just
think
a
so.
Shit
I
name?
just think that's the name they've come up with.
Shit name, guys.
It's
sort your fucking selves
There's
out.
lots of Hobgoblins, apparently. I don't think that's the only one. It's a chain. But they decided to call it Hobgoblin. Hobgoblin music. Hobgoblin.
What a fucking stupid idea.
Hobgoblin. I can't stop saying it.
Knobgoblin.
So she did snap the neck. She just throws her stuff around willy-nilly. Just like she's quite a kind of a extravagant, reckless, wrecking ball of a human. Gives zero shits about anything. Pushes people out of the way on the street.
I just think, being that, she's been with you for a while now, is getting into wrestling. I was like, I can do that shit.
I did. We were saying earlier,
guitar, but I'll do it with a violin.
She, if you, I can't remember what time it is now. I think we're going at, you say 7:30 tomorrow at the Grand. Is it?
I don't know. I was going to get the information before I leave, so I have a better chance.
So we can tell people if anyone's around tomorrow night. We're going to go and watch the orchestra play. Amy's in it.
Probably going to listen as well.
And Letha's in it, and a bunch of other motherfuckers,
and many more.
And the standard is varied. Bar at 7, concert at 7:30 at the Green Room in the Grand. So it's at the Grand, and the Green Room is the location in the Grand.
Which, the eagle-eyed among you will realise that's why we're doing DGMS now
Yes.
rather than tomorrow, because we wanted to go to that.
See, I love that. We didn't explain it properly earlier, and we just come round to it. But yes, basically, we want to go to that tomorrow. It's on a Tuesday, so we changed it so we could go and watch the orchestra play.
Yeah, because what we do is fluid, and they have put it on a poster. And once it's on a poster, you can't go back.
Yep.
It's not a very good poster, but it's still a poster.
Yes.
It was their shit poster, wasn't it?
That I was taking the piss out of.
Terrible. Yeah.
Yes, so do come along.
We are here. Nat
Karis.
says Karis, can't blow my nose.
Is that because she has an ear thing?
That's still related to her perforated eardrum, which
no.
was getting better all the time that she was not at work and not surrounded by noise. And then she went off to a conference and then back to work, and now it's fucked again.
No.
So the answer is, don't go to work.
Hap, says Will. It's December. Christmas is coming.
That's my hap as well.
Yes, you're happy about that? It's Christmas coming?
Yeah, I mean, the weather can still fucking do one, but if it's going to be cold and miserable, at least make it, snowy and Christmassy. I'm already, how many Christmas films in? Only one Christmas film in, actually. I watched Home Alone with Hannah the other day.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Great one. I love that. It's probably my favourite.
Yeah. We were going to watch Home Alone 2 yesterday, but at the last moment she decided she wanted to play the Bluey game instead, so she did that, and I watched something else.
Yes, Christmas is going to rush up upon us really quickly.
It already is.
Today is the 4th.
3 weeks today.
3 weeks. It's going to go rocketing past, and we're going to do the bus crawl.
Yes, looking forward to that. Yeah.
Which will be fun. So there's lots of good things to look forward to. So obviously, next week we won't be doing this, but in a couple of weeks' time we'll obviously do a Christmassy thing. There's lots of Christmas things to look forward to.
Well, that's good. I'm kind of glad that we're not doing next week, because I've got something that I wanted to do for our Christmas episode. But it involves me sitting on Photoshop for what's probably going to be several hours.
Okay.
So I will use next week's DGMS time to do my Photoshopping.
Hap! ChatGPT wrote my action plan. Winning! I haven't really tried out ChatGPT, really.
I've only tried it a little bit, and either I'm asking it the wrong things, or it's a pile of shit.
I think the same thing. I'm like, why can't it tell me who's going to win the Super Bowl,
Well, it can't even tell you who won something this week or last year. I was like, can you write me an article about this team winning this? And they were like, sorry, my knowledge only goes up to 2019.
Right?
I'm like, what the fuck's the point?
Whenever you see these things on Twitter or on any of these places, and it gives you a little thing about, when I asked them to do this hilarious thing happened, and I'm going to share it with everybody. It's going to go viral because it tried to write me an advert for Olive Garden. Ha ha ha. And I'm like, okay. When I try and do this, it goes, I'm sorry, I can't do that. And I'm like, so was it all bullshit, these other ones? Because I get the feeling that it's a massive scam.
Yes.
And I don't think we need to be as scared of AI as I thought we did. Because if they can't go back more than a couple of years, then I don't think we've really got anything to worry about. I think it's all bullshit. Fuck GPT.
I agree.
Always be just chatting.
Hap says Harmstone recorded episode 500 of
Our
this
last
podcast.
episode of the year.
And what's that? On of the first 10 years. Well, there you go.
Talking about some reality TV shows.
The reality TV shows that I don't watch, mostly. Like, I like reality TV a lot. Harmstone doesn't talk about any of the stuff that I watch.
Hap, says Dr. Fruitbat. My flat is complete. Yes! I think that says flat. It's quite far away. It could be my Fiat is complete.
It's his
He's
Fiat.
making a Fiat in pieces.
Like a kit car.
A kit car, yeah.
I'm not so sure why he chose Fiat of all the kit cars.
It's
like,
cheap.
if you're going to build it from scratch, surely you'd pick something decent. But I mean, yeah.
I judge things perfectly because I literally had 50 quid left from my entire flat budget. So I bought Baldur's Gate 3 as a treat.
I don't wish to be a pedant, but that's not perfectly then, is it? If you had money left over. So you didn't judge things perfectly.
Feels perfect now. Baldur's Gate 3 is excellent. Unfortunately, we haven't been playing it for a while because we keep relentlessly watching Duncan the Singer die in Minecraft, which I thought it was going to die a death last time we spoke, but actually we've all wanted to continue it. So long live Minecraft.
Fair enough.
Hap says, Will, Shepway voices at Capel Village Hall, which was something that Aletha was in. Lots of singing happening actually this season. And that sounds like the last.
That is the last one.
Those are things.
Now I'll put that over there.
Nice.
And we'll look at the chat again. Yeah. I accounted for buying Baldur's Gate, of course. Right. Perfect it is then.
We considered doing Survivor UK, but then realised nobody was going to be watching it.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. So I know we haven't spoken since the first couple of episodes about it, Harmstone, and that the first couple of episodes were a little shaky. But I've watched 11 episodes now, and I'm really enjoying it. So, fuck you.
We've been watching, I was telling you earlier, we've been watching Alice in Borderland. I don't know if you've watched the Netflix show Alice in Borderland, but it's basically another kind of battle royale. People get forced to play games and get killed if they fucking fuck the games up. TV show, basically. There's a lot of them about, but if you are into that sort of thing, you'll probably get a kick out of it if you've got Netflix. But it's very bingeable, mainly because as soon as we do this show, I feel like we're going to immediately go and watch it. That's me and Aletha.
I won't. I don't have Netflix.
No. But yes. Yeah. Alice in Border Force. Alex in Border Force. It wasn't called Border Force back in the days. Yes. It's a weird, slightly sci-fi kind of show, I suppose, in a way. There's some science fiction in there because I think things have gone strange in it. It's not a very things. I don't want to really give anything away. It is visa based. That's true. It is visa based. There's a visa in it. But yeah, there's a strange sci-fi. Something's gone strange and fucked up, and we're not quite sure how it's happening. If this is I let you come to your own conclusion. But yes,
I mean they'll probably tell you the conclusion at the conclusion.
I can't wait. There's actually another season of it, so I think by the time I get to the end of the first season, clearly I know because it said like there's 2 seasons to it. Clearly I know that not everything's probably getting answered.
You just better hope that things are resolved by the end of that second season, otherwise you're going to be fucking livid.
And what I will say is I think it's based around a comic. So worst case scenario, I'll get the comic and read it. So there's that. But I think Netflix loves a kind of a show. There's a show at the moment called The Devil's Plan. I don't know if I mentioned this before. Maybe Harmstone knows about it. But The Devil's Plan, I think, is, I don't know, I want to say it's Korean, but I'm not too sure. But it's basically another reality TV show where the contestants are forced to do games and shit. And they're meant to be it feels a little bit mole-ish. Like, they're all meant to be mates working together, but they're also against each other. So one of those, we're working together to compete against each other to win something that only one of us can win.
So it's a reality show rather than
yes,
fiction.
that's a real people trying to fucking win cash. And there's the person that's running it has like a mask and it makes them do things. And the intro to it, the trailer to it, is all kind of, I'll never turn against him. I can't believe it. I can't trust you, and all this sort of fucking back and forth. And it's like, you've got to have loose morals to play this game, and all these kind of soundbitey things about how they're going to like screw everyone over, basically.
There you go. Here's Wikipedia Stone. The Devil's Plan is a spin-off of a Korean game show called The Genius, a British version of which is coming next year.
So I don't quite know exactly what it is, but
no, that didn't really tell us anything, did it?
But yeah. What was I going to say? Oh, and we have been watching, I know this has turned into what I've been watching, but we've been watching Squid Game The Challenge. So basically, if you guys watch Squid Game, the TV show, there's a kind of like a big challenge version where people go in and like...
Well, you better enjoy it because I don't think they're going to be able to make another one with the amount that they've been sued.
Yeah, I heard about this. But it's also, right, like, honestly, if you watch the challenge, there's some real pricks in it, like some absolute pricks in it, and they properly get one of them properly gets their comeuppance. It just, oh god. But it's really good. I would love to chat to someone about it. We watched it all the way up to as far as it's got now, but there's some proper cunts in Squid Game. And they're not even, they're just so obvious as well. Oh my god. I don't very, very often go onto Twitter, or X as it were. But loads of people share my opinions, as I expected they would, because there's some very definitive kind of shit going down in that everyone should be annoyed about. If you're watching it, you'll be like, what the fuck? That's stupid. What the fuck's wrong with you? Oh my god, you fucking idiots. So there's a lot of that sort of stuff in it.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Right. Shall we move swiftly on, being as we've come neatly to the end of the hats and
Yes.
necks?
Do you want to do Tifu?
I think we should do Tifu. Yeah. Right. Where's my buttons gone? Everything's disappeared now. Can't find anything. There they are. Right. Okay. Right. Yeah. Tifu.
I want a cake.
It was at this moment that Nathan knew. He fucked up.
Whoa.
Weird.
What the fuck just happened there?
So strange. Things
That's
fucking up.
weird.
As soon as I think about this treacle tart, now all I think is I want a cake. Where do we have any cakes? I wonder if there's a cake.
You've got festive bakes.
Festive bakes.
Yeah. You got two, so you could share it with me as well.
Oh yeah, one of us each. Honestly, it would be so funny, right? We were
It'd be
told.
hilarious
Aletha said
to
like
eat them right here on stream.
we can. There's two, one for me and one for Aletha. So if I want to share one with Jez, I can have to share one of them. But if I go and get them now,
She didn't say which one that you'd have to cut in half and share.
no. Can you imagine if we just ate them right now? Oh my god, I can't imagine it.
Cut her one in half. Give me half.
And she rushes in here and just slaps it out of your fucking face. Just fuck
See
you.
her face just come by and eat it out of my hand.
I don't think I have a cake. I saw Captain Brilliant today and we went to Steep Street and there was a cake there and I should have eaten it while I had the chance. Here's what I'm thinking. Cake, when it is presented to you. Dear God, does nothing get warmed up? No, it doesn't
Why
matter.
don't you warm it up?
No, she has to warm everything up
Why?
because you can't eat things cold.
Yes, you can.
No.
Look, I'll prove it. Give me the festive bake.
Do you want to share a festive bake?
I'm yes.
Okay, hold on.
I was going to say no out of politeness, but no, I would be quite happy to eat a festive bake. Yeah. Tis the season, he says. Yeah. Fair enough. So, I've never actually known what's in a festive bake, although I've thoroughly enjoyed them. Is it probably like a Christmas dinnery type thing? Turkey and stuffing? Chicken and bacon. Stuffing and cranberry sauce, yeah. Aletha has arrived to make sure that her one doesn't get eaten. She's going to try and find Alex some cake. Oh, really? Oh, no, it won't be by now. I forgot to bring you back your base plate, even though I've cleaned it. What is a festive bake? This is a festive bake.
Get much more festive than this. No, it looks like there's nothing in it.
There's a lot of pastry and
Turkey?
less stuffing. But
Oh god, so pastry.
that's good.
I probably won't eat that.
It's not from Greg's, though, is it? You get it from Morrison's.
This is Morrison's, yeah.
This is good. Thank you for sharing.
No worries. I had some sweets that I was going to give you.
Oh.
Like there's some sweets that I bought myself that I was going to share with you because they're sour. I wanted to see your face and mine sour up, but they are fruity sweets, and you don't like artificial fruit.
I can do sour sweets most.
Oh,
of the time.
okay. Well, maybe we'll
Yeah.
get that going a bit.
Yeah, we could do that. And there they are.
Yeah, they are.
Are they super, super sour then?
Yeah.
Excellent.
This one is lemon.
I won't have that one.
This one is lemon.
I won't have that one either.
They're really good. This one is watermelon, and this one is apple.
Apple, that's the one.
Yeah, I'll give you that one for a minute.
Thanks.
I'll take a lemon one because I know that'll fuck me up.
Don't like lemon, don't like watermelon.
Festive bake. I'm glad we're eating on stream. I hate that shit.
He doesn't like to chow down on stream.
Man, that triggered me so much. I never knew.
It's really unfair to trigger him after he's given me nice food, but here I am doing it.
Right, what's that one?
Apparently we're in Today I Fucked Up. So
I fooded up in my mouth.
Today I Fooded Up indeed, yeah. That was a good joke, and I don't think they heard it because you're way away from the microphone, so I had to repeat it, and I will take credit for it. Meganosh says Harmstone. And Mukbang says well. Nom says Joe. Keep them coming, folks. I'll just relay them. I get to see the reaction, and you don't. But there you go. That's good. Right. Was tasty. Scran, says Armstrong. Just get one in there.
You're all such cunts. Right. So now I fucked up. What's that say? E.T. Nom Noms?
Now you're just being a child.
E.T. Nom Noms. Mega Nosh. Mukbang. Will knows that's the one that I hate. Well, I mean, I hate them all, obviously, but mukbang's the one I dislike the most, probably, in this setting.
Yeah. All of these phrases, they just go om and om and om.
Today I fucked up.
By telling people that I don't like words related to food and eating. Now,
This is big.
it is big. Thank you for noticing. I brought it myself. Yeah, it's very big. It's slightly funny. And you can go...
Is this one part of it?
Yeah, 2 pages. Front and back.
You want me to do this one first?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, shit. Google reminded me this morning that I took a picture of a sign that said Nosh for Alex last year. I swear that it just always comes up. It always comes up. I don't know. Okay, let's do it. Today I fucked up. Absolutely wrecking a great first date. There's 2 pages of this. Shit me. I wonder if it really happened. This happened last night. It's the morning after, and I'm still trying to wrap my head around how the fuck such a good first date could end so badly in the strangest twist of events. Thank you. Thank you, Harmstein. So I'm a 39-year-old man. I'm about 6 months out of my last relationship. Breakup sucked. Took a lot of time to process, and I'm finally starting to feel better and comfortable dating. I'd been on a number of first dates over the summer and the fall just to keep myself out there. Because you need to keep doing a thing, otherwise it seizes up. So you need to keep...
Yeah, it's a bit like learning a language. Unless you keep dating, you forget how to date.
How to date.
You won't be able to date anymore without going to like dating classes.
Is there like a regulation thing that like airplanes have to fly a certain amount of like miles to make sure they're serviced? Like you have to like, it seems like an odd thing to listen. Yeah. I got to keep doing it.
Yeah, otherwise he's going to have to go and do dating on Duolingo until he's back up to a reasonable standard.
You have to, exactly, right? I work from home in a suburb, and the opportunities to meet women organically are pretty rare. So I stalk them. So naturally, I'm using the dating apps. Work from home in a suburb. You could just go and join an amateur dramatic society. Trust me, it works.
Couldn't you just go, instead of working from home, just go and work from a bar?
Yeah. You don't have to
There's
be
people there.
You can work in a coffee shop, and you can work there all the time, and then you can strike up a conversation about, oh, have you tried the cake? Something you might say in a coffee shop. I actually bought 2 cakes for 2 women and chased them up the road in Steve Street, and they both were very appreciative of it, and I think they both like me. So I'm just saying, coffee shop could be a thing. It sounds a bit stalkery when I said it like that. It wasn't weird. It wasn't strange. I just gave 2 women that I didn't know a free cake. Not weird at all. Thank you, Joe. Yes, normal.
Yeah,
You'd like it, Joe, if I brought you a cake.
You can't really read sarcasm in the chat, can you?
It's hard.
It's difficult.
I'm not getting it. That was a true story. More fun than I made out. But anyway. I found that getting back to dating after about 2 years of being out of it, things are different and even shittier. I'm older and crapper than I used to be, and I wasn't that good before. I really hadn't hit... That wasn't what the girl said. I really hadn't hit it off with anyone I'd gone out with this summer. This summer. No one. Even when I thought I had found a fun connection recently on another date, it went nowhere. Cue last night's date. Q, C-U-E, like cue the music. Not Q as in stand in a queue.
Have they written Q?
Q-U-E-U-E.
Oh my god, I didn't even notice that when I read
Last
it the
night's
first
date.
time.
Get them in a line. Get them ready outside my house.
Clearly
Queue them up.
Not very good at it, so he's going to need a queue of women to
Queue them up.
That one was fucking awful. Next.
No. Could do better. Q. Last night's date. She came out to meet me in my town. Kind of a long Uber ride for her. We went out to dinner where I'd reserved a table. Always a good decision. But we got there early and sat at the bar. She's gorgeous, funny, talkative, and we really just hit it off. We're having such a great time there that we ended up staying at the bar and sitting next to each other. Okay.
That's kind of what
Where
you
were
do
you
on a
before?
date. Yeah.
Well, I was over here.
Hello.
How's it going?
I'm so glad you came all this way. Thank you so much.
Try the soup. The soup.
So you're kind of hot.
Kind of hot. Not like... That's weird. You get it. I'll text you.
Did you say I'm not?
I'll text you.
Oh, I'm hot. No, you're hot. Maybe we should sit next to each other.
And then they did. But it took a while to get there. Sitting side by side, having a great conversation, lots of touching. Ended up there a few hours. One thing led to another, and we were kissing at the bar. Wow, fair play to you, mate. We decided to grab the check and head back to my place to kick it and smoke a little weed.
What are they kicking?
To kick it?
Yes, we can.
So you were going to get that anyway. And smoke a little weed. Is that where the wheels come off? Cause...
Yeah. He said he's been out of dating for a few years. I think he's also been out of conversation for even longer.
He's 39.
I'm going to go and kick it.
The last time he had a date, was he like 16?
It was 1993.
And he had to kick it and get some weed. And he's just like gone forward in time. Do people still kick it and smoke the weed?
Are there no things to kick?
Come here, I want to kick you. For background, I've been smoking quite a bit this year, starting in the summer.
Starting in the summer of 93.
He's
He's been in a haze ever since.
The seasons are very important for this guy. Remember, like, he started at the beginning talking about how he had a number of dates
dated in the fall.
In the summer and the fall. But then spring came round to summer again. When I smoked some weed. This summer, I'm getting high. But I'm still pretty sensitive to THC.
It's one of the chemicals in weed.
Oh, I thought it was like, okay. Well, don't fucking smoke weed. It's fucking stupid anyway. What are you doing?
Duh!
It can really quiet me down. And if I get really high, I definitely get some temporary anxiety while high. And it goes away. It's something that kind of happens on the way up. Sounds like not a good idea.
It sounds like something you shouldn't do on a first date with someone. You
probably
moron.
I don't think you should do this. I want to stop you, but it happened before and in a different place, so I can't stop you.
They did no scrubs, didn't they? That's a great joke.
It's a TLC. It's good. So we're hanging in the living room, kicking it on my couch.
Hanging.
I pack a big bowl for us. Stop, mate. You're 39 years old. You're 39 years old. Do not pack a big bowl unless that big bowl has got like katsu curry in it or some shit.
Chips and dips.
Yeah. Packing a big bowl, listen to yourself. That's why this didn't work. You say phrases like pack a big bowl. Pack a big bowl. Oh, God. I feel like I want to mark you. 2 out of 10.
Highlight it.
No. No weed. Exclamation marks. Pack a big bowl. Pass it to her so she can smoke it first, ever the gentleman. She hits it hard and hands it back to me. I mean, is there something in the in Tinder that's like, yeah, I'm into weed, are you too? Like, how, like, because if I said to someone, let's go back and smoke some weed, and they'd be like, no, why would I do that?
Yeah.
I'm not 12. Then, you know,
you
might.
12-year-olds do you know that are smoking weed?
Oh,
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
all the ones on the streets, the mean streets of Folkestone. They're all loving it.
No, they're all about this guy's age, the ones that fucking pollute the air as we're trying to walk in.
She hits it hard and hands it back to me, and I inattentively take a pretty massive hit without thinking about it. I'm instantly way higher than I planned, or was really able to deal with in that situation with someone new where there was already a lot of sexual tension in the room. Why did you do this? Why did you do this? So we're chatting, and she says something about how she was in a 12-year relationship. She took some time for herself, and she's just getting back into dating. How old is she? Probably about the same age, I suppose. Okay, sure.
You'd assume so. She's been in a relationship for
12 years. She took some time for herself, and she's just getting back into dating, and just wanted me to know.
Just wanted to find someone to smoke weed with and kick it.
Yes, she can. Instead of having any remark like about how that's a long time, or asking her how long she's been single, if she was married, anything at all. Instead, I was confused about how we got on the topic. So my response was basically, yeah. And she replied, yeah. And then things got awkward as fuck. I was so high that I was basically non-verbal. And she just opened up about something pretty personal. Complete disconnect. I thought you got chatty when you got high. I don't understand. Having never done weed.
I think it reacts differently to different
I thought
people.
they just,
Yeah.
I think we ended up laughing about it after I said, sorry, I was just super duper baked. We moved on, but it was definitely a little weird.
It's a little weed.
A little weed.
Bob, little weed. Bob.
Yeah.
Bob.
We hang for another few minutes, and then she says she had a great time, and she's sorry, but she needs to get back home because she has a family brunch in the morning. Totally chill, and that makes sense. She lives like an hour away. It's past midnight, and she needs to be up early to spend time with family. I was still just high as fuck, and acting a little awkward. I was frustrated with myself for it. So she's grabbing her coat, and and this sounds like a line from The Killers, and she's grabbing her coat, and she's getting her shoes, and the Uber is close, and important to note, she was wearing her heels now. They were super high. Like they were, lol. I'm hanging out on the couch talking with her, and she's standing a few feet away. Next thing I know, she loses her footing, and she falls straight towards me.
I pick up my violin and smash it over her head.
Threw her on the ground. Yes, I'm sitting on the couch with her knee up. She falls face first and whacks her cheekbone right on my kneecap. So she tries to put her high heels on, falls over. Instantly, she grabs her cheek, and I'm like, dude, are you okay? I grab her an ice pack and apologize profusely. I'm not convinced this is your fault, but anyway.
Yeah.
Her face is basically red and starting to swell, and her Uber is coming. We tried to laugh it off, but holy shit was that shocking. The mood was completely wrecked. And all of the tension between us transformed into the weirdest fucking energy. Keep in mind, I'm high as a kite. I walk her outside.
Did you mention that before?
Not come up.
Right.
I walk her outside to her Uber, where it's raining. In the Uber? I get a different one. I hadn't put my shoes on or anything.
Convertible.
Makes sense. Just wearing socks and walking her out in the rain. She laughs super hard as she's getting in the Uber.
When did you take the rest of your clothes off, dude? Just wearing socks?
Very presumptuous.
Yeah.
Keep in mind I'm still high. No, I mean, what else can you do? I texted her that I was sorry about her cheek. Let her know to text me when she made it home safe. Got an Uber for an hour. I wonder how much this going to cost.
Well, yeah.
An Uber. So you get an Uber away. An hour. Imagine a taxi.
I have taken an hour-long Uber, actually.
How much do you think it cost?
In America, it really wasn't that much. I've done it twice, actually. I've taken an Uber from the airport to like the in-laws, which was an hour easily. I think that cost us like $45, something
fair
like
enough.
that. And then from the airport to the hotel in California, which was really cheap. So,
If I got an Uber for an hour in this country, it probably cost me £100.
Yeah, that's true. But our country's shit, Alex.
All right, I'll bear that in mind. I told her I still had a great time with her because, in fact, I did. We know you did. But I just got way higher than... Except the whole thing about I had a great date and then we got high and it got a bit shit.
Basically.
That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
We could have done it in one fucking paragraph.
Today I fucked up by smoking weed after a date.
I mean, honestly, mate, you said...
TLDRC title.
I haven't even got to the end of this, but you basically said, when I get high, things get really fucked up. I get massively anxious and it's really weird. So why did you decide to do it? Anyway, I texted her, blah, blah, blah. The date took the wildest turn in the world. I mean, it could have been wilder. Let's face it, there's never like hangover territory of wildness, of craziness. You didn't like go and meet Mike Tyson and
She
go and
didn't
steal
ask
his
you to
tiger.
smoke the weed out of her asshole or anything.
Yeah.
Like, calm down.
I've never had anything like that happen to me. I wasn't expecting to even hear from her again, but she did text when she got home, said her face looked fine, not to worry about it, and that she had fun. She's probably being nice. I still doubt I'll see her again after that disaster. I'm hoping I do, though, and we end up having the funniest fucking first date story in the world. The chances of that are slim to none. I don't know, that's true. TLDR, the shit that we said.
Yeah. If anything needs a TLDR, it's that, but you get it. Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Yeah. I think
I believe it's true.
If she was going to
That's it, Joe, yeah.
Yeah. I think if she was going to not talk to him, she would have not spoken to him, and that would have been the end of that. The fact that she replied,
got back, bye.
Yeah. Like, enough to not worry and then move the fuck on.
A lot of effort has gone in for that one.
Yeah. Fair play. Obviously likes talking.
He wrote that while high.
Probably.
It was like, got to get this all down really quickly. Yeah. I mean, it was a lot of words, but ultimately, I had some weed, packed a bowl in.
And then I need her in the face.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, I suppose he did need her in the face. Need her.
Did he knee her in the face, though?
Or
did she headbutt him in the knee?
She headbutted him in the knee.
I think it was her fault, really. Yeah.
The most embarrassing thing was that he thought it was worth sharing on Tifu. Wow, zing goes Joe. You should go on to Tifu and tell him that.
Yeah.
You should get in there, sign up. I want to see it.
Yeah.
Say exactly that line.
But put on the end, or at the beginning, I saw this on Don't Get Me Started. The most embarrassing thing is that he thought it was worth sharing on Tifu.
Boom, yes.
Mic drop.
Yes, and then, yeah.
And then pick it up again, because where did you get a mic from? You probably got to give it back.
Yeah, I keep it. What I would say is that I would like to know if these crazy cats get together. I would like to see an update which says,
like to know that.
Second date. I want to know. I want to find this person. While you're doing that, Joe, could you find out what his username is and ask him if what happened? Next stage.
I did look for an update.
Yes, and there wasn't one.
There wasn't one yet. It's quite a new one.
I want to know.
I want to know.
Okay. You go for it.
Okay. Today I fucked up by unknowingly sharing my embarrassing hobby to everyone I know. Like Alex and his dildos.
It's not a hobby. I do it professionally.
It's a fact of life.
Mm.
As with most Tifu, I realised the fuck up yesterday. I mean, the clue is in the name, really, but sure. I read and hand bind fan fiction, and have done so for a few years. I created a separate, or so I thought, Instagram page solely for my books and to interact with that community. Fan fiction gets a lot of stigma. When I share my binds with people in real life, I typically say that the stories are from independent publishers and leave out the fan fiction aspect. Outside of that account, I am a pretty private person, and obviously thinks a lot of herself if she thinks she's pretty. Right. Surely that's somebody else's job to suggest so, but okay. I don't share many things on social media, and I typically only post a single picture once a year. She posts a picture of a $1 bill. Yesterday I got a notification that my mom liked a picture of a book I had just posted, which didn't make any sense, as she doesn't know about my binding account. After some panic clicking, I realised that all of my posts have been cross-posting to a Facebook page that I haven't had access to in over 5 years. Of those who reacted to my posts include my aunt-in-law, an old boss, and the head of department at the university I attended. Unfortunately, after hours of trying to log back in and delete everything, it looks like my old Facebook account was stolen, the email, phone number and password changed, and no way to remove the posts. TLDR, everyone I know personally knows how dedicated I am to fanfiction, and I hate the internet.
So, she was still able to cross-post to it, even though someone had stolen all that?
Yeah. And I have accidentally cross-posted from Instagram to Facebook because it just wants to fucking do it.
Mm.
Yeah.
I don't even think about it now because obviously I'm happy that my pictures of cocktails go on.
Yeah, yours do cross-post, but that's what you want.
That's what I want, yeah.
Yeah. Whereas I've obviously got several Instagrams for different things, and none of them should be going to my personal Facebook because I don't use it because fuck people. Yeah. Bookbinding is cool, own it. Yeah, I mean, she doesn't make it sound cool in the way that she talks, but...
I've never bound a book in my life. Actually, my Hamilton books needs binding because it fell off the shelf, because obviously it's at the top and it fell off, and then the binding came off of it.
Oh, can you actually rebind, like, commercial books?
I presume something, maybe.
Because I've got a book that I dropped in a puddle, and I need to rebind it, if that's a thing that can happen.
Well, maybe.
Please let us know.
There's a lot of respected historical fanfiction. Dante's Inferno is just Bible fanfiction. Nice. Yes. It sounds like a clever, crafty skill. Joe, do you have this skill?
And can I send you my book?
To read.
I mean, there won't be much for you to read. And I need it back by August, because I need to take it to get autographs in.
Do you want to try an extreme sour?
Sure.
I mean, you got an apple one. I've had
I
a
do.
lemon one before.
Warheads.
Should I try a watermelon one or the lemon one?
I mean, the lemon one is going to be sourer, so it's up to you to decide whether
I've had the lemon before.
Oh, then have the watermelon then if you've not had that before.
Oh yeah, this looks like a nice colour.
Can't get into it. I was being an ASMR dick, but I can't actually open the fucking thing. How? Oh, there we go.
Fuck me.
Now I can't get it out of the packet. This is going really well. Alex is already dead.
You'll get better. You'll get better.
Mmm.
Ah, it's all better. Maybe it's just that first hit.
Oh man, yeah.
Mmm.
That is
It's
sour.
sour. I realise now I have to talk. I can't talk when I'm souring.
Fucking hell.
Mmm. I told you, it's fucking crazy.
It's good though.
It's good.
Mm.
I've got another Tifu here. I'm not going to read it now, but it's a good one to have if we find one next time.
In the bank.
In the bank, yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
Mm.
Harmstone had something to put in the sea, so shall we just go to the sea and put it in there?
Yeah.
Or not?
I mean, we can.
I mean, should we go to the sea and put it in there or not? As it were, like it might not go in, is what I mean. Say.
I
Not-
see.
I think I may have been confusing you. To
You
say,
did.
should we...
It's easily done. I'm easily confused.
Let's go to the sea.
Okay.
Won't you come with me? Gonna eat it in the sea. Won't you come with me? Gonna throw it in with glee. If you really, really hate it and you'd love to desecrate it, won't you come along with me and put it in the sea?
Nom, nom. Yeah. It's definitely just a sour coating, though, isn't it?
Yes.
It's not like other sour sweets where the whole sweet is a sour sweet. Like it's gone now.
Getting to realise that. We're going to put things in the sea. If you've got something you want to put in the sea, feel free to suggest it.
We'll tell you to fuck off, probably.
Now,
Right, here we go. So let's bring this back over here.
Mhm.
And let's scroll down a bit.
oh, it's gone. It's up a bit further. Oh, you're checking everybody's, basically.
Yeah, I think there was some earlier. That was last week. Oh, there's an anonymous gifter. Thank you, anonymous gifter. Didn't notice that. My apologies.
Oh, yes, Joe got an anonymous gift.
Or it was just Harmstone. Okay, go for it.
Something to put in the sea. The scam artists who try and trick you into paying parking charge notices when they're not legally enforceable because it's private land.
Yeah. You don't actually have to pay most parking tickets.
Right.
You can't be fined on private land. Only like the council can give you a parking ticket.
Now, my friend I used to work with at Breaks was quite the parking aficionado. And he knew, much like what you just said, where he could and could not be got. And basically, his opinion was fucking, they can try it, but they're not going to get anywhere on it. Now, I don't fully understand myself where I can and cannot be got for parking. Basically, if I park somewhere in town, and it's like, you can only park there for an hour, and I don't move my car, or like, say, outside the front here, although I've got a permit, but let's say I didn't, and I don't move my car, someone's going to slap a fixed penalty notice on it.
Now, those are two different things.
Okay.
Because depending on where you park in town, if you park on the street,
Yeah.
then that's the same as parking outside. But say you went to like Aldi,
I was going to get onto that.
like Aldi car park, where they actually have cameras, and they're like, "You've been here for 1
You
hour
come
and
in,
10 seconds."
You come out.
Yeah. I
Where do
don't know the legality of some of those, but it strikes me as no, you can't do much
Because,
of
like, the ones outside, if I do that and they slap a fixed penalty notice, I have to either argue that or fucking pay it because I'm over that. But if I go into Aldi in town, or Lidl, or whatever it is, and you go in and you stay too long and you come out and they send you a picture in the post like, your car going in, your car coming out, give us the money. I don't know where I stand on that. I presume I have to pay it. It hasn't happened to me, but...
Yeah. I don't think you would. I mean, you might have to take it to court. And
So what is it that Harmstone is saying here? Snowy car park yesterday, couldn't see the line, so parked next to an existing car, and it turns out I was over the line. See, that's pretty fucking shitty. It's snowy. Who was it that was saying to me at one point? I think it might have been Aletha, had gone somewhere and parked. They were doing something with a train station car park, and they redesignated various areas, but not clearly. And then everyone had parked there. When they got back, everyone had got tickets because they parked in the wrong bit because they redesignated. It was like really ambiguous and strange and stuff like that. And yeah, if it's council run, you have to pay. If it's not, they can fuck off. Really?
Yeah, I mean, there's levels of they can fuck off. I think certain companies would just take you to court, and then
you got more money to pay. That's the
and
thing.
then you would be forced to pay it because it would just be a dispute at that point, and the magistrate or whoever would just look at it and go, "Yeah, there was clearly marked signs."
So what happens about this now, Harmstone? Everyone got tickets in a line for parking over the line because they couldn't see the lines. And do you get to say, it was fucking snowy, cunt, I'm not paying this shit? Or do you just, like, ignore it? What's the play here?
Yeah, what are you doing? And we're going to
Because you said it wasn't a comedy one, but this is exactly what it's about. I love this shit. I want to know.
Yeah. I want to know.
I told them, says Aletha, based on what I just said, they couldn't tell me they clearly signposted because this entire row of cars all made the same mistake. Attached pic of 10 cars next to them, the same ticket. They said it was clearly marked and told me to fucking pay it, cunt.
And did you?
She's going to say, but I think she did.
Yeah.
The one obviously I had outside, which I took up, was where, obviously it's my road, and they'd suspended it on the left-hand side, but I didn't see because I got out of the car roadside and walked back to the flat. And as a result, never even looked. And they were like, well, you should fucking check it. And I'm like, why would I check it? I'm in my own road with my own parking permit. I have no reason to look for something like that. It's dark. There's 2 streetlights in the entire street. Go fuck yourself. And I managed to get away with it. But
Oh, you did get away with it. I was wondering. Yeah. I couldn't remember from the DGMS archive whether you got away with it.
I did.
Or not.
I've sent them an email saying I'm not paying it when you can't grit the car park. Well, listen, inquiring minds want to know. I want to know what happens next. Because in the case of all these things, which is Aldi, or there's the one where we pay our storage, which has like a very wordy long terms and conditions sign, which I'm trying to read through and make sure everything's okay. If you sit in there longer than like an hour, you will end up with a thing through the post saying, car in, car out, money please. And can I just like go, no, fuck yourself? But then they'll take me to court on it, and then I'll end up paying. Like, I really, really, really want to read a post somewhere which tells me what I can and can't get away with, because
Yeah.
I don't know the answer. I'd love to know.
Yeah. No, I mean, sometimes, like if you're in London or something, and obviously parking in London is expensive anyway, it's a massive ball ache. Sometimes it is just cheaper to park somewhere you're not supposed to and pay the fine, pay it within X amount of time, and it's half. You end up paying like 35 quid for the parking ticket when it would have cost you 50 quid for parking. So
when I was in Edinburgh, I saw some guy he was in a van, like a camper van thing, and he was sitting on the street in quite a central location, and he got several parking tickets on his thing. And I guess the next one was probably going to be tow the car.
yeah, impound.
But he knew what he was doing, and I think someone was asking a question about, can I park my car? Can I park a van? Can I sleep? Because Edinburgh's expensive now. It's expensive before, even more expensive to stay in hotels and places. So people are really struggling. So someone suggested maybe I could take this thing, but where can I park? And someone said, oh, you can't park on the street because I'll do this, blah, blah, blah. And I said, I'd seen someone park and take all the hits because probably, like you say, £35 a day on fixed penalty notices is probably cheaper than £300 a night on a hotel or something like that.
Yeah.
So you go, okay. But, yeah. But they're dickheads and they need to go into the sea. These people who are, like, that's the thing.
I mean, the whole notion of like charging for parking needs to go in the sea anyway, really.
Yeah.
If we're being realistic about it. Like, you can try and play it off as we live in the UK and it's small and there's no room for parking. But you've got plenty of room for all other manner of bullshit that is not necessary. And if we just took a leaf out of the Japanese and did the car parking things that just go into the ground,
Yeah.
like, there's plenty of room for parking, so fuck paying for parking.
Yeah.
Parking, fuck it.
Putting that in the sea. In it goes. I do think that that's the thing. It's like, if you've got some land and you're happy to paint lines on it, and you want to get someone to enforce it, if we should buy some land and just put a load of stuff on it and then take the money all day long. This was a park and ride car park too. Canal. Could you reach over? I don't know if you can reach over to the tissues over there.
I can.
Because I got a sense that I need to blow my nose, and it would be better if I had an actual tissue. Sorry.
Lol, what about worrying about them charging you for staying too long in a car park that you couldn't get the fuck out of due to their own shitty design? Oh, mate, that was hilarious.
Oh, really?
Except it wasn't hilarious. It was fucking harrowing. But it was also quite funny. When was it? Must have been 2 or 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
We went Christmas shopping in Ashford, which was probably our first mistake.
Yes.
And we went into a car park, very big kind of, like an industrial estatey type thing. The whole thing is car park, and then the shops line around the outside.
Yes.
So there's a lot of different places that you can go. We parked on the left-hand side of the car park. So you come in, turn left, and that's where we parked. Went and did our shopping, everything was fine. When we came to leave, we found that we couldn't actually leave the car park because there was a queue going all the way down out of the main entrance. And there was also a queue from every other exit to get onto this main thing. That meant that the whole thing was gridlocked.
Yeah.
And it was basically because nobody would let anybody leave on the other end. There was a red light that lasted about 3 seconds. Like, red light, green, red light, and there's just no chance to get out. So we were sat in that car park, not moving, from must have been midday through to about 4 o'clock.
Fucking hell. In Ashford? Christ.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It was shit.
It's such a horrible place to be.
Yeah.
I mean, that just makes it worse.
Luckily, we were right next to Greg's, so we were sustained. But, yeah.
What expenses does a car park even have anyway? It's basically free money. That's what I think. That's what I'm saying. If we could find a patch of area and I want to buy this land, obviously, in fairness, the land is going to cost money. But once you're able to kind of say, okay,
all of these cunts is paid off by the time that they've opened it for a day. It's paid off basically because that's how much they charge.
Yeah, I'm literally parking there, so I'm not having to drive into Manchester. They can piss off.
Yeah, good luck, Harmstone.
I really want to know what happens next.
You're going to get fucked in the A, and I'm going to laugh. But yeah, good luck. If you win, I'll put it in the sea. How about that? If you lose, I'll put you in the sea. Double jeopardy.
Oh, this sounds so exciting.
And he hasn't got his immunity idol, because I've got it.
I think you would say that's a technicality. Technicalis.
No. As a student of the Survivor game, if you don't possess the idol, you can't use the idol. So he would be sea-bound.
No deal.
I'm not asking, Armstone, I'm telling. Shall we move on?
Yes. What, to our final?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, is that?
Is that the one I gave you? Yes.
Okay, let's do this and wrap this shit up.
Yeah, it's not my fault I don't have the idol.
Well, that's what
you gave it to us to repair. You could have just lived with it. Anyway, final segment. Am I the arsehole?
Am I the asshole? No, it's the children who are wrong.
So we've got 2 Am I the Arseholes
to
read.
Yeah. Let's get rid of mine so I remember what item is. Really not organised today. Which is not like me. Right, I'm going to go first this time.
Do it.
I've decided. Am I the arsehole?
Yes!
For embarrassing my brother's girlfriend by freaking out over a brush.
Yes!
Am I the arsehole for embarrassing my brother's girlfriend by freaking out over a brush?
Freaking out over a brush! And he smoked a big bowl. He packed in a big bowl.
Packed in a big bowl, yeah.
I don't even really know what that means. Like a bowl, like in a Bong?
Bong, yeah.
Okay, maybe I do know what it means then. That's the bowl, I guess.
Yeah. You didn't know when you started the sentence, but by the time you finished the sentence,
The context had
you'd
arrived.
worked it out.
Yeah. Because like a bowl, it's like a cereal bowl. I don't understand.
Well, that's how you do weed. You fill a bowl, put some milk on.
Ah, like Cheerios. No wonder everyone gets so munchy.
MasterChef South Africa guy, because it makes your pupils all dilated anyway. So there was a either a Tifu or an Ita that had some MasterChef content in it, and I was like, "Oh, this will be good." And then I read it, and it was shit. I was like, oh, that's disappointing. I really wanted to get some MasterChef in there, but
Pipes have bowls.
they do, yeah.
Like a Sherlock Holmesian bowl. Okay, yeah. Maybe that.
It's all coming back to him now.
Oh, coming back. Carry on.
Yeah, sorry, freaking out
My
over
wayward
a brush.
son.
Yeah. So this story involves my brother, 17M, his girlfriend, 18F, my mom, 50F, and myself, 20F.
Got all the characters for this murder mystery here.
We just got the opening credits. And it's like,
Oh, yeah. I like it.
so my brother's girlfriend will come over for days/weeks at a time and not bring a single thing. So instead, she'll use all of my stuff. Wear my clothes, my makeup, shoes, use all my shampoo and conditioner. She's even raided the shower and taken some home with her. Taken entire boxes of feminine products back home, eaten all my groceries that I buy myself. The list goes on.
Fucking hell.
I was nice about it at first and tried to brush it off, hoping it would be a one-off event. When I realised it wasn't, I approached my brother and explained the situation and asked if he'd talk to her. He said yes. The problem did not stop.
No.
Finally, I started locking up my things in my bedroom.
Good idea.
Today,
Where's the parent in all of this? She's in the cast.
yeah, she's in the credits.
Mother,
May-
50.
Maybe she's like a bit part. Maybe she'll come up later.
She's a cameo.
Yeah.
She's been
Like-
played by B. Arthur out of the Golden
Of
Girls.
the 30 days of filming, she was only there for like one, so they just have to
They
save
just get her
for
in
the-
there for the line
for
she's
the
got to
major
do.
plot points.
The line is, listen, sort it out amongst yourselves, and then some canned laughter. It's Danny DeVito in a wig. What did she use to brush it off? See, I was thinking the same thing. It's good.
Finally, I started locking things up in my bedroom. Today, I was a bit frazzled and forgot to lock my bedroom door when I left. I get home after work and go to take a shower and realise
She's in there.
She's stolen the whole
She's,
shower.
she's there stealing.
She's taking tiles off the wall.
And there's nothing coming out. It's just like a pipe.
Yeah, that's a much better story. She stole the shower. Am I the asshole?
I should be getting something by now.
I get home after work and go to take a shower and realise my hairbrush is gone. Still trying to give benefit of the doubt, I check everywhere I could have left it.
It was in my hair the whole time.
Nowhere. Finally, I ask my brother if he's seen it, and he replies that his girlfriend took it home with her.
I mean, obviously, but sure. I mean, he didn't even try and go, oh, yeah, I'm not too sure. Yeah.
His excuse was that she'd forgotten one and must have taken it home on accident.
On accident is not good English.
It is not.
It's bad English. But also, it lacks credibility, not least the fact we learned from the beginning of this story that she literally never brings anything over. So the concept that she might have brought this one thing over is laughable at best.
Yeah, she steals everything.
And
She's stolen another thing.
This is everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, within that diagram, as it were. But anyway, on accident can also get in the sea. Yeah.
I hate that too.
Yeah.
In fact, yeah, on accident in the sea.
There you go. Cool. We've done it out of segment. That's really weird and like crazy, and I love it.
Radical.
On accident. Yeah. I love it.
Honestly, I flipped. I screamed at him for letting her go into my room and go through my stuff. I call her and ask if she's seen my hairbrush. She says, No.
Saying, but my brother, your boyfriend, says that you have. Also, you steal everything. Also, you're a cunt. Go fuck yourself.
That's exactly what she said. Except none of that stuff.
And also, nobody really, probably...
I know the flip phone's coming back in.
I love it. Flip it for
Clamshell.
real.
Yeah, it's coming back in. She says no. So I tell her I know she has it.
Yeah.
The conversation goes back and forth a bit and finally ends with me screaming that she needs to get off her ass and finish high school and get a job instead of stooping so low as to repeatedly steal from people.
Get a job, sir.
Which does sound like a massive escalation from give me my hairbrush back, but I can kind of see where she's coming from.
It's just like, this is not the first thing you've stolen. This is like the 100th thing you've consumed. So fuck off. And, I don't mind if you come around and eat my stuff if you're chipping into it, but my God. Anyway.
Apparently, afterwards, she called my brother crying and said she's humiliated and too embarrassed to come back here.
I would be embarrassed if I'd been consuming everybody else's stuff.
Result.
I know, it's a good result.
So he's furious at me. Obviously, he's
Why?
not getting any anymore.
No.
Yeah. My mother got involved. Here she is.
do, 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 do. Thank God for that. We've been waiting for the mother to come in. What's the mother got to say? This is going to be good, guys. This is going to be good. This is going to be the fucking piece de resistance. Come on.
She walked in with her pipe. The bowl was full of THC.
Don't go chasing waterfalls, she said. It didn't mean much to me at the time.
She dropped her pipe and walked out. Yeah. This is for the dum-dums on TikTok. It doesn't say that.
Stop.
Right. My mother got involved and said, hairbrushes are only a few dollars, so I should have just bought a new one instead of embarrassing his girlfriend like that.
Oh, no. You had so much potential, mother.
Jesus, we waited 28 days for that?
Yeah, come on.
You're fired, mother.
This is why you're only a cameo.
Oh. I do feel bad for yelling. I try not to be an angry person, but I really felt like enough was enough.
I agree. You were pushed to this.
Enough is enough, and it's time for a change. Am I the arsehole?
You are not.
Yeah. I mean, have we got any devil's advocate out there that wants to take the side of the girlfriend? Anyone?
So the girlfriend is a high school student. Yeah. I mean, she's 17.
She's 18.
Oh, she 18.
He's
Who's
17.
He's 17.
Mm.
Oh, she's 17. Because it says brother and a...
Brother, 17.
Yeah.
Girlfriend, 18.
Right. Is she still in high school at 18?
She will be in her last year.
She's a senior.
She's a senior. Yeah.
I mean, she's always round here. The mum doesn't seem to give a fuck, and it isn't covered. The fact that the mum is paying for all this stuff, right? I mean, actually, it says here that
that she bought her own. The op
buys her own stuff.
The pissed off girl is 20.
Is
so
20.
Yes, makes sense that she buys.
So
her
the
own stuff.
20-year-old is buying her own stuff and living at home and contributing, and the 18-year-old high school student is consuming all of her stuff.
Correct. Yes.
I would not have got away with staying out for weeks on end when I was at school. Yeah, I mean, like, presumably, her parents are like, she's like, I'm going to go round to Todd's house and hang out, and I'm just there, and they're like, and they're sitting there smoking and going, sure, whatever.
You pretty much just described Karis's life.
See you later. I might see ya.
Like, she pretty much just did live at my house before I moved out. That was the thing.
My ex-housemate's girlfriend used to use my razor if I left it in the bathroom. I have no sympathy.
Razor? Ugh. No, you don't share razors.
No, that is weird.
Hmm.
Like, also, the annoying thing about this is that she had to lock everything up, and then one day she slips, and she's like, right, there's a fucking hair, I got something.
Like, what is this hairbrush made out of that she was like, I must have this hairbrush! Immediately I will go and steal it!
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And I never used the toiletries.
Yeah. Apparently she never wiped her ass once.
Oh my God,
The
it was
entire
grim.
time.
And full of hair because she didn't even clean it.
That is indeed grim.
Grim is the word.
That's a good word for it. Yeah.
Just like, am I the arsehole who's full of these people who are just like don't understand how life
Hopeless
works?
cunts. Yeah.
And like probably they don't want to. She doesn't want to be at home all the time because she probably doesn't like her home life because her parents may be cunts. This is conjecture, but she doesn't want to stay at home, and so
It might just be that her house is like super far away, and there's a lot of effort to go back.
I'm just trying to draw a conclusion psychologically about why she has not yet grown up in an area where she knows how to fucking behave.
I mean, I think I might have it. There's no fucking hairbrush at her house. There is now.
There is now. I was going to say there is now. She's got a hairbrush.
Yeah. So maybe she won't come over anymore. Well, we know she's not coming over anymore. This was the plan the whole time.
Can I just say, it's always the case that someone makes an excuse for someone else, someone gets pissed off. The brother should be like, you're acting like a fucking cunt, and it's embarrassing. And the mum should be like, what the fuck, man? Your girlfriend's coming over and eating literally everything like a fucking swarm of locusts. Deal with it.
Yeah, don't steal from my house, young lady.
Yeah, can I just say, I'm happy for you to come round here, but if you're going to do this shit, you ain't coming round again. But instead, the mum's like, oh, no, it's okay. Doesn't matter, really. Fucking hell. Is the mother ever good in these things? The mother's always kind of completely blasé, or she's snooping. It's one of two things. She's never like, or pissed off because the girlfriend's come round for Thanksgiving and isn't cooking things the way they're meant to, or something
Or
like
there's
that.
dogs in it or something.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, there's always dogs in it.
Well, listen, no, you're not the arsehole. Is that the
Yeah.
thing? It says, am I the arsehole for like telling her to go fuck herself?
That's basically it. Am I the arsehole for telling her to go fuck herself for stealing my brush or some shit? Yeah. Not
No.
the arsehole.
No, you're cool. You're not the arsehole. Well, listen.
I called for a devil's advocate and I didn't get one, so...
Everyone agreed, that's why.
Yeah.
So, second one, and last. It's the last thing we're doing. Am I the arsehole
You are indeed, yeah.
for walking out on a restaurant booking before my friend arrived? Always fun. By the way, looking down here, there's a bit of a timeline on it, which is always enjoyable. Am I the arsehole for walking out on a restaurant booking before my friend arrived? I have a friend who is 10 years older, and recently we made a day to have lunch together to celebrate both our birthdays that are 1 week apart.
What kind of cunt has a friend that's 10 years older than them and a birthday 1 week apart?
That guy sounds like a cunt.
The cuntiest of cunts.
Both of them are cunt friends.
Yeah, absolutely.
What was today birthday? What was the phrase that was in that thing that I kept saying?
Oh man, I can't remember, but it
reminded me of that. It was just like, I am 17F today or something like that.
It, yeah.
And I'm just like, happy birthday!
It is my 17F birthday today, or some
And
kind of
I'm like,
confused language
today!
like that. Yeah.
If you remember how that phrase, oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh god, that was so stupid. Today.
That assumes you're friends. Well, quite, yes.
Yeah.
They could just be colleagues, you never know.
That's true. She told me to book at 11:30 a.m.
Book it, Dano.
She told me to book at 11:30, but for what time? That's very book it at 11:30
Okay.
for 2 p.m. Book it at 11 for 2 for 3.
That's
So
a lot of numbers.
11:30 they book for 2 people for 3, and it's like, oh my god.
Oh, yeah, that was it. Mum,
54 today. That's it. 50. What's the point of saying that? 54 today. Happy birthday. They all have the same birthday. That's so weird. Imagine if you met your wife. When we met your wife, you met someone.
I assume it happens at some point. Yeah.
Imagine you met
It's a
someone.
necessary part of the process, I think.
Imagine you went to a restaurant and someone starts singing, and it's your birthday, and then someone across the room starts singing that happy birthday, and you like start clapping and stuff like that. And then at the bar later, you see this girl with a big badge on. You're like, that's really funny because it's actually my birthday. And when you were singing, like we were thinking, oh, it's for me, and like ha ha ha, and you hit it off, and you end up getting together, and you'll both have the same birthday, and you end up dating, then you get married, then you have kids, and you're like, well, what is it 9 months before our birthday? Let's see if we can fucking do that. How much fun would it be to try and fucking bullseye that shit?
I have met someone, or met like a couple, who have their birthday on the same day, and then their
had a
child's
kid.
Birthday. I have met someone.
Can you imagine that situation? And then talk about a meet cute. I'm like, yep, you're not wrong. And then, like, what a story. And then imagine if you could then do it again. Like, and you've got the mum, the dad, and the 2 kids in this situation all have the same birthday. That would be just fucking incredible.
Yeah, I mean, like, coming early aside, you can totally plan that shit. You just book in a C-section on the day.
yeah,
Done.
yeah. I mean, someone's done that. Who wants to share their birthday? Well, I mean, just for the fucking...
Oh, the kids would fucking hate it, but, you know, the parents would be like, it's fucking wonderful.
We're all... I mean, you get it all on the same day. You all go out, you all do a thing, like, you all have birthday presents, a bit like Christmas, everyone's sharing, and
it would be like a Christmas, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and you'd all get together, and then, like... And also be an hour the arsehole, and they tell that story, then they'd say, and every year we always get together, but this time my brother wants to bring his girlfriend, and it's not the normal arrangement, because my girlfriend's birthday, her girlfriend's birthday isn't on the same
March.
day. So it doesn't work.
It's a March birthday.
My dad was like, it doesn't matter, but my mum's serious about, like, that would be how it went. Not me. Eldest niece was dangerously close, but fortunately held out for a couple of days. Anyone over the age of 12 who celebrates their birthday should be incarcerated.
Yeah, Duncan doesn't like birthdays.
Do you know?
I mean, I'm not a huge fan of my birthday either, but Duncan, you know, takes that to another level.
Yeah, he doesn't like it.
No.
I think Alita was suggesting a birthday thing for him the other day, because, like, we found something, and she's like, wouldn't that be good for Duncan for his birthday? And I was like, Duncan doesn't celebrate his birthday.
Yeah,
I've saved so much money over the years.
But because he doesn't like his birthday, that's the perfect time to do something for Duncan, because he'd fucking hate it. And that's really the goal, isn't it?
Oh! All these years I've been trying to be a nice, good friend.
Yeah, what are you doing?
What the fuck is wrong with me?
Do you think this was his plan all along? It was like, I'll say
I don't
like my birthday, and then they'll definitely throw something, because that will make them really cunty.
We're doing a surprise birthday party. Don't tell Duncan. We're doing it next year. But I'm saying it publicly while he's here, because he thinks I'm joking, but I'm actually going to do it.
Yeah. But then everyone accepted, and so he's never had a birthday. But secretly, he really wants a birthday.
No Funkin' the singer. Duncan, you're getting some love /hate. Sam accidentally got born a week early. He refused to accept the family birthday his entire life. The family shunned Sam as he refused to have the same birthday as the rest of them.
It is rude. What a selfish prick Sam is.
I just really... My friend, I knew someone that used to play Magic was called John, and he got married to someone called Jane. And so they're both... I think his name was John, and it like something like John Jones. It was JJ. And then he married someone called Jane, and so she became JJ. So then they named their kids something beginning with J. So now everyone in the family has a J. And I'm like, that's cute and all, but like, kind of, what the
like,
fuck?
it's gonna fuck everyone else
Jason
outside
and
of
Jessica,
your family.
or, you know, and there's they have a J insignia on their front door in like stained glass that they got commissioned to have. It's all this JSJ. He's a really nice guy. It sounds like I'm taking the piss a little bit, which I guess I am, but I'm not. I don't mean he's a really nice guy.
So,
but,
random digression.
yes.
Why don't women have like the junior suffix when the parent and the child are named the same? Why don't they do that?
I don't know.
Because I saw someone the other day, and it was like they were both like Kate something. I'm like, well, why isn't the younger one
Kate Shaw
something
Jr.?
Yeah, like, be a junior. Juniors are cool.
I do love celebrating other people's birthdays, really, says Duncan. Well, I don't know about that.
I believe you. Yeah.
They named their daughter JJ Watt. Turned down for what? Oh, God. Duncan. Roger, Roz, Roxy. Oh, I didn't even think about that. But they fucked it up, didn't they? Isn't one of them called Scarlet? So, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
I forgot to celebrate my birthday this year.
You did, and then you said you were going to do an autumn birthday, and then you didn't do that either.
Well, we were at Glastonbury, so we were drinking and stuff, but like that wasn't like an official thing.
Not a specific birthday thing.
No.
Yeah.
We said happy birthday to her. What does she fucking want?
Probably the actual birthday thing. Just an idea. Maybe next year.
We could do it anytime you want.
Do it next week.
Well, here's the thing, right? Like, just because you were born on that day, like, don't be beholden to this. Have your birthday anytime you want. Don't have to, everything is fluid now. So anyone can do anything and be anything and say anything at any time.
Yeah, you can identify as whatever birthday you want.
Yeah, this is what I said. Like, time, if anything, is massively abstract. So who tells me how old I am? I'll tell you how old I am. If people can determine what genders they are, I can say how fucking old I am. I'm 300 years old. No, wait, 1 year old. No, I can't think.
Yeah, you don't want to be under 18. That's just makes life difficult.
I know. That's true. Okay.
You are 18 years and 1 day old.
Yeah.
Women aren't real until they're married or something, which is creepy racist word. Well, that's an excellent argument for being a female junior, because then when you get married, you won't want to change your name because you'll no longer be junior, because your name will be different. So really, being a female junior is feminist, I think. I don't know. I'm just making this up as I go. I identify as someone who can't seem to bother to organise an event and drink my fun wine. Oh, so you identify as Keris.
Make it 21 so you can drink wine in any country.
Good point.
That's cool.
Make it 12 so you can drink wine in only France.
Is that a thing? Sounds about a thing for France.
Yeah.
I'm French. I will drink it when I want. That was French, by the way. If you can understand it. I've lost track of where it is.
Oh yeah, we're doing an ITA.
We are.
Previously
on this show. Ironically, organising Keris' birthday was easy.
Yeah, maybe you should organise each other's going forward. You organise... Aletha organised Keris's, Keris organised Aletha's, and then you're set for the rest of your lives.
Do you know what? That's actually quite a fun idea. You could all be assigned... Everyone goes in a pot like
It's
Secret
kind of
Santa.
like Secret Santa, yeah.
But everyone has a birthday they have to go like crazy for. Like, so then everyone is responsible for someone. So no one's ever going to get anything missed out because everyone is in it. It's like birthday pals. And you have to kind of just organise. So like if I draw Keris, it's like, okay, I know what she kind of thinks she wants.
This is actually a really killer idea. It might
It's gonna
actually
be
make
fun.
me want to enjoy my birthday.
Because someone else is planning it for you.
That's
You
part
can't...
that's part of my issue with my birthday. I just
I
really
would
want
much prefer to organise someone else's than my own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to do stuff.
Secret birthday party club. I love it.
This
Who's
is
in for
great.
next year? Better get cracking if you're
January.
Tom. Because Tom is like the doxing of January. But
Well, I think you've already doxed him within an over-under of 2.
I do feel confident I know it. But
I do believe you that you had the realization you probably shouldn't announce his birthday. And Tom, whose birthday is obviously
Tom,
the
whose
1st of
surname
January.
is mine.
How old will you be, Tom? 30? Oh, yes, that means you were born in 1990. And what are the last 3 digits on the back of your card?
The problem is everyone is going to get Duncan. The problem is, if we get Harmstone, we might actually have to go and see the prick.
Yeah, that is a problem. Let's cancel the
Yeah,
whole thing.
bad idea.
I can't take this kind of risk.
No, we can't do this shit.
Yeah.
It was a good idea for a while.
Yeah.
It was all fun. Organise your own birthdays. Someone gets Tom. The budgetary concerns run amok. There has to be a real... I mean, I would happily go anywhere in England to fulfill this.
I think the only way I would travel for Tom's birthday is if we had the party in Boise, Idaho.
Oh, by the way, Tom, I just kind of thought the other day that at one point we have to go to Boise. Like,
Absolutely.
I just thought...
Can I come? I've got to come.
100%. Anyone can
This
come.
sounds amazing.
Unless they're a cunt or hate Tom. Then they can't come. But, except for the good cunts, which like me, you, and like Duncan and stuff. But we have to go to Boise. We just have to go to Boise. One of these days, Tom, we need to be in Boise. I swear to God. We need to make Boise happen.
Also, in case anybody forgot. just clear that out.
Yeah, if like Minecraft has a message for you. Oh, fuck me. That's still there. Obviously. We can go to an Undertaker.
And Undertakers.
Gonna go 1-on-1 in an Undertaker.
We'll all go dressed as Paul Bearer.
we go dressed as
Undertaker!
different wrestlers.
Where are you, Undertaker? Oh, I'm here. No! An Undertaker!
Tom,
I want the Undertaker!
I'm gonna dress as an Undertaker. Like, I'm gonna dress as American Badass, and you have to dress as, like, OG
He's got
Undertaker.
so many eras, we could all dress as the Undertaker.
And then we go into an Undertaker's and have an impromptu wrestling match in a massive display of inappropriateness in an Undertaker's where someone's discussing like this sort of stuff, and we just rush in and someone's got a ref like jersey and starts counting.
I've got a ref jersey. I'll be the
And
ref.
it's just like, this is so inappropriate. And we kick out a 2, and it's like 2. Everyone's getting into it.
You're right. This is inappropriate. Could you take your meeting outside? We're trying to have a wrestling.
Trying to
match
have a
here.
wrestling match here. People have got signs and shit. Oh man, it'd be amazing to do.
Asshole. Asshole.
We're just jumping off coffins and shit. It's like, holy shit. So this is a funeral home, and someone does the SSP off the desk. I think this has definitely got. I would love to do, by the way, impromptu wrestling, just
Like a flash mob wrestling.
a flash mob
thing.
wrestling, and it just people rush in and suddenly do this thing, and everyone flights to Boise for 700, looking like Christmas is shaping up. Yeah, Boise. We gotta go.
Maybe we should try and be sponsored by Boise. We're going to do wonders for their tourism.
We'd have to flash mob funeral. Listen, we flash mob at all stages in your life. From the people who bought you flash mob wedding, flash mob wedding planning, flash mob divorces, flash mob funerals.
Well, don't get me started. It's not sponsored by Boise, Idaho, but we remain hopeful.
We do. I think, like, if we had loads of money, and we don't, I would love it if we all had loads of money, and then at any point there's a, like, if anyone says Boise, we immediately stop what we're doing and go to Boise. Like, if money was no object, and you're like, we're sitting around stuff and we're like having tea or something like that, and you go around to your
And
auntie
like these
or something.
pricks wouldn't be allowed to do it, but just if a random person came in and said
Boise,
then we'd have to like fuck shed store and we'd go.
no, just like if
and then
you
we'd
get the
start
text,
again as soon as we arrive.
it just says Boise, and you just go, I've got it. Oh shit, I've got to go. And you just go, and it cuts to you on like taxi. Just go to like, one ticket to Boise, please. This is Lid Airport. We go to the 2K. I'm so sorry. Flash mob christening. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, Ita, I guess.
I just think this is one of the best sections we've ever had. Oh god. Oh my god. What was the point of his birthday?
I don't even remember.
Oh, it was because I said what would it be like if someone
if everyone's birthday was
if someone
the
had
same.
the same birthday.
But I don't remember a single thing about this Ita now. You're gonna have to start again.
Let me just sit up.
Can't remember even what the title was.
Am I the arsehole for walking out on a restaurant booking before my friend arrived?
Oh yeah, I didn't get that at all.
I have a friend who is 10 years older, and recently we made a day to have lunch together to celebrate both our birthdays that are 1 week apart, which was what we
segued out of.
And then I said, what would it be like if you...
Don't do it again.
Oh god, the desire to want to do that was so great. She told me to book at 11:30 a.m.
Don't.
And when I went to book, they only has 12 p.m. onwards bookings. Too many S's in that fucking sentence that shouldn't be in there. I called her 3 days before the event and asked if 12 p.m. was okay. And she, like Captain Brilliant, didn't understand the difference and thought that meant it was the morning. That's not true. But it is true that he doesn't be able to tell the difference between 12 a.m. and 12 p.m. Anyway, and she said yes. She has a church fundraiser she was going to, but would be at lunch, and the event wasn't far from the restaurant. But why is the op planning it? I don't know. Listen, I don't know. Not on Secret Birthday Club, that's why. I arrived at the restaurant just before 12. This feels like it's about to be like a 24 style.
It's a shame I still haven't got those set up. Could have done that.
And went in and sat at our reserved table.
That's good. That is what you do when you reserve a table. You sit at the reserved table.
Good start. Just before 12:10 p.m., so
10 minutes
12:09,
later.
I messaged my friend and said I was here and waiting. See where this is going. At 12:20,
Precisely.
she messaged me back saying she was held up at Vent
Stick 'em up! This is a hold up!
and would be there in 15 minutes.
Which, if I can math, is 35 minutes after the prescribed time.
At that point, she would be saying, I will arrive at 12:35.
Mm.
I messaged and said, "Where the fuck are you?" She was held up at Vent. Does she mean to write
Event.
at the event?
Yeah.
But she missed out the word "the" and an "e." Anyway, my response was, "Damn, I've already been waiting 20 minutes." She did apologise, as she mostly does when she's late. Seems a reasonable relationship. Twice I had the waitress come over and ask if I would like to order, and I said, "No, thanks."
No thanks, I just like the ambiance.
She should be here any minute. By 12:40, she has still not arrived or messaged me any updates.
Ooh.
So I messaged her suggesting we make it another time. No response. At 12:45, I messaged her again and said that 45 minutes was too long to wait and I was leaving.
Very reasonable. More than reasonable.
Remembering this is a birthday, this is a really nice way to remind you. I picked up the gift I has brought for her and left. Now, that's the second time you said fucking has, so I have no fucking sympathy. Come on. This is fucking basic shit. I picked up the gift I has brought? I has brought? The fuck? This is bad as on accident. Oh my god.
Let's not say things we can't take back. Although it is pretty bad.
It is. At 12:50, I received a missed call and a message from her saying she was there, outside on the deck. I told her the booking was at the inside section and asked me, "Has I already left?" Oh, stop. I fucking swear to God, I'm going to reach through the paper and just fucking strangle you. And asked me, "Has I already left?" I was too angry to respond, and she has not called me. That was correct. And she has not called me or tried to contact me since 4 days ago. Take into consideration, I work 12-hour shifts, and my days off are important to me and to everyone. Not yours, but individual ones. People are saying, "My days off are important." Yeah, mine too, man.
Everyone's up.
Yeah.
That's kind of
It's
what
not
it is.
news.
Yeah.
As well as I moved a few things around that morning to make sure I wasn't rushing to get to lunch. I have a feeling she's going to try and
Push the chair out of the way so she could get out the door.
I have a feeling she's going to try and pin this on me as I walked out. Oh, you can pin this on me. I think you can try fucking hard to pin this on me, but
Yeah,
I don't
she's
know.
not even there for a
Good.
start.
Am I the arsehole for walking out of a restaurant booking before my friend arrived? So what's the... I mean, my feeling is you're not the arsehole, but I would ask this to the chat. What is the time limit by which you wait? How long would you wait before it's like, no, go fuck yourself? 45 minutes seems quite long.
It depends what the event is. For this specific scenario, if you are more than 20 minutes late, I'm out, I think.
Yeah.
So at 20
If
past
you're not
12...
responding, you know, I mean, she responded a bit, but then she stopped responding. Like, if I said to you, "Let's meet at Chambers,"
Mhm.
and then it got to like, 20, you're waiting, sitting there 20 minutes for coffee, and I text you and say I'll be there, and then I'm not there for another 20 minutes.
Then it's just a normal meeting with Alex.
Could be any time we met up. We'd be fine with that. I don't know what the fucking problem is. I'm so glad you said that. She's not a friend if she doesn't value your time. That is true. 15 minutes, says Harmstone. 15 minutes! Good, we know how to not meet up with him then. Friend hasn't even called or come round or anything to say sorry. Plus, she's got a gift. You think she'd just turn up just to get the gift. Do you know what I mean? There's a gift waiting in a bag.
Yeah,
you know?
she's got to get a gift as well, because there's both
They're both there. Maybe, listen, they celebrate, maybe they've got to wait a week and then rerun the fun, maybe.
Yeah. 45 minutes turning up late to a group party with a bunch of people, you'd be like, you're lost. Yeah, as long as there's more than one person
But to a
involved.
one-to-one event, cunt.
Yes, because you're not sat there alone like a fucking moron then. Right?
Maybe it was... Oh, shit. Maybe it was a surprise party.
Surprise! No one's coming!
The surprise is...
Yeah. So, what was the title again?
Am I the arsehole for walking out on a restaurant booking before my friend arrived?
No. If anything, you're an arsehole for waiting as long as
Tolerating
you did.
it that much.
Not the arsehole. Scrunchy scrunch.
I think secret birthday party
It's got legs.
has got legs.
Maybe even as a business.
I know. Patent pending. I'm wondering whether we can monetize secret birthday party.
Yeah.
Let's make an app.
Yeah, it's just connecting people.
Yeah.
You list your hobbies and the things that you like, your allergies, all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
And then someone else plans your
Budgets.
birthday party.
And then you all get together, and you're all assigned this stuff, and one person is doing it.
Maybe it doesn't work from a remote anonymous point of view though, because what's to stop you receiving an excellent party and then planning someone else's shit one?
Yeah, I mean, that's always going to be the problem with secret birthday parties.
At least if you are doing that amongst a group of friends, you can punch the shit friend in the face.
Yes.
Can't do that in an app.
I mean, maybe you're like, listen, you've got to accept
Maybe it's another business idea.
Yes.
Punch them
Punch
in
a
the
friend.
face app.
It just reaches through and punches you in the face.
Yeah.
Hey, Dom. Meant to work with friend, had booked train tickets to the gig.
I think you mean has booked.
Don't. Had booked train tickets to the gig. He never showed and didn't return my calls. Didn't call or anything for 2 months till we bumped into each other at a party.
Yeah. I would like to know the first words out of your mouth, Dom. That would be what I would like you to say now.
Yeah, you'd have to do it as a group. What you mean, secret birthday? Yeah, I mean, everybody
Yeah.
that if we were in a thing and it was me, you, Duncan, Keris, Aletha, and Tamsin, and it's your birthday, presumably in my original concept was that one person gets it, so I've drawn you.
Yeah.
I'm doing the organising. All I have to do is tell the other guys.
Yes.
Basically.
And you invite other people as well and all that.
Oh, presumably, yeah.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Then budgetary stuff, like if one person, like everyone has to set a budget that everyone can stomach.
Yeah.
So I can't, if I'm a millionaire, which I'm not, just kind of say, I just can't say Boise and we all go to Boise for your birthday, and the next person goes to Wetherspoons. So there has to be something, basically. But so speaking of events, please remind me of the Christmas DGMS plan. Next show is the 19th, and that show is fucking festive.
Fucking right.
Yes.
Yes.
Not really any problems that people don't already tolerate with Secret Santa. Yeah, that's true. We can deal with it. He spoke first. I'm so sorry. I was quite naive. I was quite nice. Oh, that's nice. I thought my girlfriend threatened to kill him. It was weird, though. He didn't turn up at all. I'll speak to him. Speak to you.
Yeah. Mike, hello? You guys changed to Mondays now? No, it's a one-off.
Just because we've got Aletha's concert is tomorrow, orchestra concert. So if we want to go to the orchestra concert, we have to stream tonight. That's all it was.
Or another night.
Or another
But
night.
tonight is the night we chose.
Yes. Alex should be at Wetherspoons. I mean, as much as that would be amusing, obviously I wouldn't go. So, like,
Yeah. If you're going to do that kind of thing, it needs to be not bullshit and kind of...
Yeah, I mean,
punky in that
ultimately
way.
the app would do that thing. And even if we were doing it amongst our friends for next year, like, all you're doing... Oh, the purpose of this is just so that the person always gets, balloons and things and nice and streamers and shit.
The point of it is that everyone gets a nice birthday
Everyone
party,
gets a nice birthday
not to
party.
be subversive and bullshit.
Although obviously,
Yeah.
that's quite funny.
So that's Mega's secret birthday club. If you can successfully do secret birthday for 5 years, then secret birthday club will buy your trip to Boise.
Honestly, I would love a secret birthday trip to Boise. So start saving up. What is in Boise? That's what we're going to find out when we go to Boise.
The Boise State Broncos.
Oh, okay. We'll go and see them.
Yeah, whom the East Kent Mavericks ripped the logo of.
Oh shit! Better not wear that jersey when we go to
I will
Boise.
definitely wear that jersey when I go to Boise. The interesting thing about the Boise State Broncos,
oh yes,
is that on their football field, they have painted it blue instead of having a green field like every other motherfucker.
They have a blue
The
field.
Boise State field is blue. So yeah,
blue dabba dee dabba da.
and orange,
I wonder if they play that.
orange end zones.
Blue and orange.
Mm.
And is that their
That's
palette?
their color scheme.
Yeah,
Yeah,
at least that
yeah.
tracks, I suppose.
Yeah, and that is also the color of the horse logo. The aforementioned ripped off one.
Yes.
It looks shit in blue and orange, and looks much better in red and black.
Yeah.
So the Mavericks should have kept it, which
Yes.
they did not. For copyright reasons, they made their own instead.
Isn't Boise where Richard Pryor's family moved to in Moving? I don't know. Moving. Is it a film?
I don't know it either.
The thing about Boise, Idaho...
The thing about Boise.
Let me tell you about Boise, Idaho, is that I chose it for the A team because I needed a place that was totally average and uninteresting. Yeah, I got that impression that was a reason that it had been like Boise. Boise comes up in Ticket to Ride.
And it's a funny thing to say.
Boise.
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 I want to go to Boise.
I want to go to Boise. I don't even know where Idaho is. Like, I couldn't point to it on a map.
In unrelated news, I do love unrelated stuff. I'm watching with my 1-day-old daughter tucked in my arm. Congratulations, man. That's so cool.
That's awesome.
Well, may I be the first person to say cunt in front of her?
Yes.
Unless you already have. I hope not. Not because of any other reason than I want to do it first. You can do whatever you want. Cunt.
I second. Well, actually, how many did you do? I like
cunt,
seventh.
five.
I seventh is cunt.
Does Minecraft know anybody else that's a cunt?
Not currently.
No?
No.
No?
No. I mean, to be fair,
Yes.
when Minecraft speaks,
Yes.
it speaks with definite authority, and it has spoken that Duncan is a cunt.
Ah, yes, I remember. There he is at position -92, 104.53. Yes.
Can your 1-year-old daughter read yet, Dom? I think it's important that she knows.
Yeah.
Even from as young
Even
as
if
she
she
is,
doesn't know who Duncan is.
that Duncan is a cunt.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
But whenever she meets a Duncan, she'll
know.
just jump Duncan is a cunt. This should be automatic.
A sign from above.
Well,
Well-
below. They were above.
Yes. You can see it from below. Will fell into the lava. That was brilliant. She knows now. Thanks, team. You're welcome.
We're here to help.
Well, I don't think there's a better time to stop than on that note. It's been wonderfully stupid and funny. Thank you very much for joining us. We won't see you next week.
No. Because once again, he's fucking off somewhere.
That is true.
He's fucking
We'll
off.
see you on the 19th for festive fuckery. Good name.
Is your dildo arriving by then?
I will have my...